But then Heston just slowly built a lead, 25-17 at the end of one, and that was the encouraging part. Southeast able to score 17 points in that first quarter against a very good defensive team in Heston. But then the lead just started to kind of build as the game went on, 41-22 at halftime, 52-27 at the end of the third, and that led us to our final of 67-39. The lone Trojan for Southeast of Saline in double digits was Abba Pearson. She had 11 points in the game. 8 of those came in the first quarter. All 11 came in the first half. She did not score in the second half. 6 points for Addison Rohr. Also 6 points for Sutton Douglas. 5 points Friday night for Reese Heinrich in her first varsity start. Also 5 points for Reagan Duran. 4 points for Kaya Samuelson in her first varsity action. And 2 points for Annabelle Viales. Southeast of Saline starts the season 0-1. And now they will turn their attention to an Abilene Cowgirl team that has lost 30 in a row. And under the direction of Sean Herman, they plan, or at least hope, to plan to bring that back around. He has some young talent as well. We talk about some of the sophomores, some of the freshmen for Southeast of Saline. Abilene has a few of those too, and we will see one of them, and it's a coach's kid in the starting lineup here tonight, as Tessa Herman, the 5'8 freshman, will get the start for the Abilene Cowgirls in her first outing as a varsity player. She scored 9 points and had 3 rebounds, so she will come out and she will get the start again for the Abilene Cowgirls, who lost their first outing of the season, 40-25, the final score there. They were on the road to play Towanda Circle. 7 points for McKenna Stover in that game. Mentioned the 9 points for Tessa Herman. Also 4 points for Kit Barbieri. And that was really it. Not a lot of help off the bench for the Cowgirls in that contest, on their way to just 25 points. And we talked about it. It's one of those things. It's a little bit like Salina South football, right? When you look around the area, some of those streaks that you don't want to talk about a whole lot, they were able to break their football losing streak this year under a new head coach, Sean Herman, 2-39 here at Abilene High School, and he's helping maybe with the injection of some of this youth. Abilene only has one senior on the team. She's a good one in Renata Hens, but she needs some help, and hopefully that will come from some of those lower class players coming in to try to break that winning streak for the Abilene Cowgirls and get back on the winning side of things. And you live with those for so long, Kev, it's almost like it almost becomes your culture, right? You lose numbers, you have girls that are not interested in that much and going out, therefore your overall numbers go down. It'll snowball on you in a hurry if you don't get it fixed and get back on the winning side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, they feel like tonight being at home and going against a Southeast team that's very young as well, that this may be a game that they've got on their calendar that, you know, they think they can win and break a streak. You know, for Southeast, it's let's not let that happen. Let's go out and take care of business. Let's get that taste out of our mouth from the loss of opening night at our gym, and let's get this thing rolling.
So two teams that come in 0-1, both of them looking for their first win of the season. You look at the schedule for Southeast of Saline, it's a little intimidating on the girls' side before Christmas, as it usually is. We talk, of course, about the game last Friday against Heston, the number 1 ranked team in the state of Kansas in Class 3A. You come in here, you play an Abilene team. It's the only team you're going to play that's not ranked in the top 10 in the state of Kansas before Christmas. Because from here, you go back home on Friday, you not only have a league game against your league rival in the Beloit Trojans, you also play a team that is currently ranked 8th in the state of Kansas in Class 3A with the Lady Trojans of Beloit. They also have a new head coach. And then your last game comes on a Thursday, December 19th, where you play Hillsboro on the road. Hillsboro currently 2nd in Class 2A in the state of Kansas, and we know the Lady Trojans of Hillsboro are always talented as well. I am not using the phrase must win, but if you're head coach Shauna Smith, you would love to get a win here, even your record back out, get some confidence for some of these youngsters, and then see what happens in those last 2 games before Christmas, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you hit it right on the head. You know, you get a win here, and you can start working on some things, other things, practice-wise, and practice becomes a little more fun, I guess, per se. You know, everybody's not down. You're 0-2. It's kind of unfamiliar territory. You know, we haven't been there. And, you know, 1-1 sounds a lot better than 0-2.
Yeah.
And this is a, for all purpose, it's a must-win for them. You know, you can't let Abilene breed any confidence throughout this game. You've got to put it away early and get some of these young girls some time. And I think, you know, if we can get that rolling early, I think we're gonna be okay.
Southeast of Saline, they'll put the road purples on for the first time this year. When we come back, we'll touch on starting lineups for you. Also give you some games across the area on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Also have the tip for you as well. We're running a little bit behind here at Abilene High School due to the JV game going a little bit late, but we will get everything going and underway here. It's a doubleheader of Southeast of Saline basketball. You can watch live stream video of tonight's contest on SalinaPost.com. That is free of charge and always on demand after the games, and that is brought to you tonight by Smart Insurance. The mothership office here in Abilene, of course, one on Ohio Street in Salina, and then one also in downtown Harrington at Smart Insurance. Now is a good time to get your insurance plan evaluated, see if there's any changes, maybe upgrades or improvements. Maybe you can even save some money. That's what just happened to me at Smart Insurance. My car insurance cut in half.
Perfect.
Pretty good deal, right? Yep. I wasn't going to complain. So that's what the folks at Smart Insurance do for you. I got a call one day. Kyle Becker said, hey, you need to come in and see me. We need to change your insurance plan. I did, and I was pretty happy that I did. That's Smart Insurance. Once again, 3 locations in Abilene, Salina, and Harrington, a proud supporter of all area student athletes, including those here tonight representing Southeast of Saline and Abilene. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Starting lineups and the tip for you. It's right around the corner. Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan Basketball right here on KINA.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
Hey Santa, all I want for Christmas is a remote start with two-way communication and to be controlled by my phone app.
Your wish can come true with New Image Audio. New Image Audio does ceramic window tinting. How about a new CarPlay or Android stereo for the kids? I'm heading to New Image Audio at 340 South Broadway in Salina.
Unblock or start from anywhere, but you need to start at New Image Audio. Call or text 785-309-1617.
When crop and weather conditions are just right, you need to bale as much as you can, as fast as you can, all while putting up the highest quality product possible. Case IH round balers have the reputation as the hardest working balers in the business to consistently build dense bales with square shoulders that don't sag. No matter the crop or field condition, bale more with Case IH round balers. With easier maintenance and serviceability, you'll spend more time where it counts. In the field, baling hay. Ready to build a better bale? Contact Can Equip in Solomon.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting Southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Aceria Oil and Hardware encourages you to celebrate your freedoms and the best country on the planet. Stop in and check out the largest ammo supply in southern Saline County. Stock up now and be ready for next season. With 24/7 pumps, no matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Aceria Oil and Hardware, located in Aceria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Abilene High School, Devin Haney, also Kevin Lilly with you tonight as we get ready for the second game of the brand new season for Southeast of Saline, taking on the Abilene Cowgirls. Both teams coming in looking for their first win of the season. Let's first go over the starting lineups here for the Cowgirls of Abilene. They're led by Sean Herman. In his third season as head coach for Abilene, they're coming off of a 40-25 road loss at Towanda Circle from last Friday night. They will start Timber Taylor, a 5'4" sophomore. She had 2 points in the game on Friday night, also 4 rebounds and an assist. McKenna Stover is a 5'7" junior. She had 7 points, 3 rebounds on Friday night. Renata Hintz is the lone senior on this Abilene lineup. She's a 5'7" senior, 1 point, 7 rebounds, and an assist per game in their last outing. Kit Barbieri, a 5'10" sophomore inside for Abilene, 4 points, 7 rebounds for her on Friday. And then also Tessa Herman, a 5'8" freshman. She is the coach's daughter, 9 points, 3 rebounds in her debut as a varsity player for the Abilene Cowgirls. Southeast of Saline, under the direction of ninth-year head coach Shauna Smith. She's assisted by Steve Reedy and Kylie Holmes. She will start 5'1" freshman point guard Reese Heinrich. Heinrich in her first game as a Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan on the varsity floor had 5 points, including a 3-pointer. She scored all 5 of those points in the second half against Heston on Friday. Also in the starting lineup will be Addison Rohr, 5'7" senior, is this team's leading rebounder. Last year she averaged 6 rebounds a contest. She had 6 points in the varsity game on Friday against Heston. Sutton Douglas is a 5'7" junior. She's in the starting lineup as well. She had 6 points on Friday night. Reagan Duran is a sophomore, 5'5". Reagan was able to score also in the game against Heston. She also had 5 points. And the leading scorer from Friday is Abigail Pearson, another returning starter along with Addison Rohr. Abigail's a 5'7" junior who scored 11 points on Friday. Last season, she averaged 8.5 points and also 4 rebounds per contest. So it's Heinrich, Rohr, Douglas, Duran, Pearson for Shauna Smith and Southeast of Saline here tonight. For Abilene, Taylor, Stover, Hintz, Herman, Barbieri for the Abilene Cowgirls. And both these teams looking for their first win. Abilene just looking for a win. You want to be honest about it. They will get off the schneid sooner or later. Like I said, there's going to be an injection probably if some younger girls come in that will be able to get some energy in this team and get it rolling. And Abilene's one of those gyms. It's a double-decker gymnasium with a balcony on both sides. And, boy, when this place is filled up, when they have a good team to cheer for, we've seen it on the boys' side the last several years, this place can get pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to break away here. We are going to take a break for the national anthem. So we will step aside. We will do that and let that happen here pregame before we come back with the starting lineups. Take a break, come back. Start of the game after this on KINA.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Teskett, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Teskett to learn more. The Bank of Teskett, member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back to Abilene High School. Thanks for joining us here on KINA for Southeast of Saline Trojan Basketball. Also live stream video on SalinaPost.com, brought to you by Smart Insurance. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly, as the lineups getting ready to be introduced here at Abilene High School. Let's once again go over those and touch on them. Abilene tonight, Timber Taylor, McKenna Stover, Renata Hintz, the lone senior, Tessa Herman, and Kit Barbieri. For the Southeast Trojans, Reese Heinrich, Addison Rohr, Sutton Douglas, Reagan Duran, and Abigail Pearson. Kevin Herman coaches the Abilene Cowgirls. Shauna Smith, the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Time now to look at our new image audio keys to success for Southeast of Saline. And Kevin, I think really it's kind of the same thing we talked about with the boys, right? You got a couple of freshmen that are coming in. They're playing on the varsity level. To get that integrated with the people like Addison Rohr and Abigail Pearson that are returning starters that have had a ton of varsity time, once that happens and that chemistry starts to flow, like it looks like it has good potential to do, this Southeast of Saline girls team could be fun to watch.
Absolutely, Devin. I think if I'm looking at this game, these upperclassmen have to be leaders on the court. They've got to help these young girls come along. And I think one of the things is with Abigail is we have to have scoring the whole game from her. We really do. If we're going to move the ball side to side and look for her, I think that is a key to the game tonight, is that she doesn't go long stretches without scoring.
One good thing about starting late is you start to get scores from other games that are already going and at the end of the first quarter. As we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard for the first time, Manhattan leading Salina Central at the end of the first quarter of the girls' contest, 14-9. That score, Manhattan leading Salina Central early on in that contest. Rounding out the starting lineups here for this game, Southeast of Saline for the first time this season will be wearing their all-road purple jerseys trimmed in black and white. Southeast of Saline will be going against the Abilene team here at home. They are in their all-whites trimmed in orange. They are ready to go here at Abilene High School. Glad you could join us. Like I said, just 4 games. It's a little bit of a different template this year schedule-wise for Southeast of Saline. There was kind of some back and forth with Smoky Valley, whether they were going to traditionally have that in a spot before the holidays or after the holidays. It will be after the holidays. It will be in January, and January very, very busy for Southeast of Saline as far as basketball goes, with the additional Smoky Valley game in there that we usually don't have. Also, the Sterling Tournament goes on in January, so gas up the car and get ready to go in January. But a little kind of, not, I don't want to say lazy, but a little less stressful for Southeast here before the holidays. With just 1 game next week on Thursday, we will go to Hillsboro to play the Hillsboro Trojans, of course, Beloit on Friday. But here tonight, it's Southeast of Saline and the Abilene Cowgirls. Glad you could join us. Reagan Duran will step into the center circle to get this thing underway. She will be in there along with Kit Barbieri. Tip is won by Abilene. They're going to work it off to the left-hand side. Try to penetrate down the lane. Little bump there defensively. And a traveling violation called here on Abilene. First turnover of the game belongs to the Cowgirls on the opening possession.
And let's get up in them and let's pressure them. Let's see how many turnovers we can get from them.
Southeast back down the floor here. Heinrich has it stolen away. Timber Taylor takes it from her. Here comes Abilene up the floor. They'll play it off to the left-hand side. It's Stover with it. She'll try baseline, gets buried underneath the basket. Now plays it back out. I'm not sure that wasn't another travel over the other side, but ends up being a basket for Timber Taylor.
I think you're right, Devin.
Little quick shuffle to feet there, I think, that didn't get caught. Yeah. We'll continue to play on here. Abilene with an early lead, 2-0, playing man-to-man defense. Southeast trying to decipher that. Abigail Pearson on the lane line right-hand side. Now Southeast with a traveling violation. As little quick shuffle there from Sutton Douglas as she was trying to get in the lane. Here comes the full court pressure from Southeast. They get it in quickly, does Abilene. Now back to Renata Hintz. She's a lone senior. Renata's very athletic, but she's handling a lot of the basketball here with this version of the Abilene Cowgirls. There's a pass inside from the top of the circle. That's going to be knocked out of there and taken away by Southeast. Sutton Douglas has it. Douglas plays it off to the right, and Southeast of Saline steps out of bounds on the sideline in front of the Abilene bench.
We've got to take a deep breath here, Devin. We've got to take a deep breath. We've got to reset, and we got to lock in now.
So Abilene with the basketball. Southeast of Saline back to full court pressure. Kind of token full court pressure as they fall back into man-to-man. Stover brings it across the timeline. Now spin move dribble. She dumps it off to Tessa Herman. Herman wants to drive. She has Heinrich on her. A lot of contact there between both players. Ball goes up off the backboard off an Abilene Cowgirl leg and out of bounds. It will go to Southeast of Saline. Good drive there and some mutual body contact between the two freshmen here in this varsity game. Southeast almost throws it away on the left-hand side again. Looking for Reagan Duran. She will now be the inbounder. Reagan looking for somebody to throw it into here. She'll get it in to Reese Heinrich. Heinrich with that guard hand out. Now goes behind her back. Goes off to the left-hand side. That ball deflected and taken away by Abilene.
We just got to be stronger with the ball. Stronger with the ball, better passes.
2 turnovers for Southeast of Saline. Here's a spin move down low for Abilene. That's Tessa Herman, who put in the pirouette before her shot. She is fouled, and Tessa Herman will go to the free throw line here. The foul will be whistled on Reese Heinrich of Southeast of Saline. That's our first foul of the game.
And some of our age is showing right now. It's our younger girls, but that's okay. We expected some of that, and they're going to grow up, and they're going to get better from it. She's going to have a seat and have a talk, and she's going to come back. She's going to be better.
Heinrich will come out. In for her will be Kaya Samuelson, freshman for freshman here from Shauna Smith. First free throw miss. Second one also kisses the front of the rim. It comes out as well. There comes Samuelson speeding up the floor. She'll deal it off right. Now cut through. It ends up with Abba Pearson on the left-hand side. Pearson to the baseline. She'll play it back out. Now back to Samuelson up top. She slams on the brakes. Nearly fell down, but kept her dribble. Now plays it back out to Pearson. I don't recall Southeast of Saline even taking a shot yet, Kevin.
I don't recall either.
Here's another baseline drive. A little rebound, a reverse layup attempt underneath by Samuelson. She missed it, but Sutton Douglas came in there and got the rebound on the left-hand side. Then she was fouled, and she will get a couple of free throws out of it.
25. Douglas to the line, shooting 2.
Sutton Douglas, first free throw is off the mark, no good.
And this is where I'd like to see Pearson be a little more vocal with these younger girls and really get them going.
Second free throw on the way. That one was an air ball. Abilene nearly lost it out of bounds, but now Renata Hintz will save it. So here comes Abilene back the other way. Working up top, Southeast of Saline in a man-to-man defense. There's a backdoor cut by Renata Hintz. She's going to score, and she was fouled.
And defensively there for Southeast, Pearson just got caught. She got caught looking up front, got backdoored. No help rotated over.
So Renata Hintz gets her first basket there on the right-hand side. Free throw misses off the heel. Now Hintz going after it with Annabelle Viales, who has just checked into the game for Southeast of Saline. Southeast brings it away. It's an early 4-0 Abilene lead. Southeast working through offense here. Here's another shot. This one on the right-hand side of the paint. That's going to come from Reagan Duran. She's knocked to the floor. And another foul coming up here on Abilene. So Duran will step to the free throw line. Southeast wasn't bad from the line. They just didn't shoot a lot against Teston on Friday. They were 6 out of 10. First free throw by Reagan Duran misses. 0 for 3 start here for Southeast of Saline. That foul, by the way, for Abilene was on Kit Barbieri. That is her second, so she will go out. Also, Renata Hintz will check out. Second free throw by Reagan Duran finds its way home, and Southeast of Saline is on the board. They trail 1-4. Abilene with it, jump pass inside. A little back and forth move. Now pass that's deflected, taken away by Duran. Duran running with Samuelson in her sidecar on the left. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Southeast of Saline. They'll get a chance to run baseline offense here underneath their own basket.
And defensively just getting handsy, getting in the lanes and knocking the ball around.
Active hands, good, right? Lob pass up top. Pearson made a silly mistake there, and it ends up being a runaway for Abilene and a mishandling of the basketballs. Those two teams exchange turnovers now. Each team has 3. Pearson was looking for Viales up top, and she was not open. Here comes Southeast back on the attack. Kaya Samuelson now running the primary ball handler duty. Pearson wants to drive. Now she hands it off to Samuelson. Kaya lost the basketball. Now regains it. Dishes out to Pearson. Pearson with a long 2. It looks like feet on the line. And a long rebound is going to end up in a run out here for Abilene. Abilene deals it around. Taylor has it. Now back to Herman. Herman, quick jab step. Gets in the paint. Leaning towards the rim. Wild shot is up, no good. Got her own rebound, but she was tied up that time with Viales. And it looks like this is going to go against Annabelle. She did not have the better position, even though I think that ball was kind of a dual possession situation. Viales was a little bit out of position there, and that's going to get her the foul.
Absolutely, and offensively for Abilene, it's really kind of reckless downhill basketball, and they're just kind of throwing shots up, and just we've been in the wrong position to grab a board.
You're probably more on the football field than what you do the basketball court, but Herman likes to play downhill, doesn't she? She puts her shoulder down, and she's going to the basket. Speaking of, Tessa Herman now inside, gets her first points of the day. 6-1, Abilene. Sarah Feldman has checked into the game for Southeast of Saline, and right now points at a premium here on the road for the Lady Trojans. Samuelson with a little pick and roll here with Pearson. Abbott trying to work her way into the paint. She's going to be tied up down low on the right block, and the arrow will keep it here with Southeast.
I think we can have an advantage inside with Pearson.
I think you're right.
We just can't bring the ball down. We got to keep it above our head, and we got to go score. We got to look to score when we get it down low.
Abilene was trying to take the basketball, but it actually belongs to Southeast of Saline here. Feldman will be the inbounder. Bounce pass inside to Addison Rohr. Her shot is up, missing badly, and the rebound's going to be taken away by Tessa Herman. Herman unloads it off to the right-hand side to Taylor. Taylor dribbles to the right wing, had it stripped, but then it goes out of side. Kaya Samuelson was there defensively for Southeast of Saline.
She's been very active defensively.
Hintz back on the floor, releasing Herman.
Herman will check out for the first time. Renata Hintz will come back into the game. Here's a inbounds pass stolen away. Kaya Samuelson. She'll put it on cruise control down the floor, missed the layup. She was shoved in the back very mildly, but still there was contact there, and the official lets them play through it.
And I feel like on both ends, offensively, they've let a few of those go.
Yes, sir. I would agree with that. Halfway through the first period, 6-1, Abilene leading Southeast of Saline. Pass over to the right-hand side. This is going to be Stover with it, who just checked back into the game a little bit ago. She's out there with Kaylee Crane, along with Taylor, Hintz, and a shot put up here by Layla Pickering. That misses. Goes out of bounds off the miss, and it'll stay here with Abilene. Reese Heinrich back into the game, so for the first time in this game, we'll see the two freshmen on the floor together. Got to be a little comfort factor in that as well, right, Kevin? I mean, those two are used to playing with each other, so that probably helps them out.
Absolutely.
3:29 left to go. Your first quarter. So far, not sure if it's a defensive battle or a lack of offense. Maybe a little of both. There's a pass a shot that's deflected, taken away by Addison Rohr. Sutton Douglas has it on the save. Now Samuelson snaps a crossover up top, gets to the paint, but man, that ball will not go in for Southeast. There's Heinrich for a three off the rebound. That's no good. Pickering trying to go for the rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Southeast, so it'll go back to Abilene.
But they've got an emphasis on getting to the goal, right? Every time they've wanted to get there, they've gotten there. They just haven't finished. They've got to be able to finish when they get to the goal.
Herman didn't stay out of the ball game long. She's back in. Pickering will come out. Also, Taylor will get her first rest. So now that'll put Herman as one of the primary ball handlers here, facing a Southeast of Saline 1-3-1 zone. Herman has it up top, wants to drive, gets in the middle of the zone, and she's going to be hand-checked for a foul. That will be the fourth team foul against Southeast.
And potentially to confuse a younger team in Abilene, you throw a little zone and see if we can steal a couple possessions and maybe get a run out for an easy layup here.
Excuse me, that is the, fourth foul. They whistle that one on Kaya Samuelson. So Abilene has it back. Again, another drive to the basket, a layup left short, rebound, tapped out. Samuelson will take it. Here comes Kaya with it. 2:43 left to go, 6-1. Abilene leading Southeast. Samuelson, head and shoulder fake at a three. Now she gets in the paint, got in trouble, throws it out to the scorer's table, and her buddy bails her out. Reese Heinrich ran that ball down. Now to Sutton Douglas. She backs it down. She's in a double team. Boy, a lot of active hands by this Abilene defense here. Here's a drive by Samuelson, a pitch out to Pearson. She's looking for a crease, nothing there. Abilene very solid defensively. Skip pass over the top. Samuelson's wide open. Trigger from three, way too long. Here comes the rebound and the peel out by McKenna Stover. A little grab and go here. Stover now slams on the brakes, and this is going to be a foul inside down low on Sutton Douglas.
Yeah, defensively there, you just got to do your work a little earlier, right? You're just sitting back. You're playing behind her, but then trying to go through her, and they'll call that every time.
So Southeast of Saline at their limits on fouls for the quarter. 2 free throws coming up here for the Cowgirls. Stepping to the line, Clovis Stover. First free throw is up and good. Bench points are something Abilene had trouble with Friday night on their way to a total of 25 points on the road at Towanda Circle. That is their first bench point here in this game. Second free throw on the way. Off the heel, no good. Rebound, Hintz. That's what she can do. She can jump out of the gym. There's no doubt about that. Now Hintz has the basketball, left wing, looking inside. Stolen away, Reagan Duran. Duran has 3 steals in this first quarter. Crossover, she gets into the paint. Puts a layup up, no good.
It's just a little reckless there. You got to, under control, go into the goal and finish. We're getting there, we just can't finish it.
Dribbled herself kind of into no man's land too, right? You get in the middle of the lane, you don't have an angle at that backboard, and now Abilene's going to turn it over. 6 turnovers on the Cowgirls. Despite that, they lead 7-1.
And down here offensively, we just need to finish. If we finish, I think we've missed 4 bunnies right there at the goal.
Abilene's defense has done a good job putting Southeast back on their heels, though. Southeast is trying to settle into this one, and Abilene's being very active defensively. Pearson dancing with the dribble out top. She hasn't been able to get it going yet. Now out to Heinrich. Back to Abigail Pearson. Overhead pass over here to Samuelson. Her three-pointer rims off, no good, but look at Addison Rohr inside. I don't know how that ball stuck to her fingertips, but it did, and she will go back to the goal and draw the foul. 2 free throws coming up for Addison Rohr.
And rebounding, it's effort, right? So you're either going to do it or you're not. And you can see defensively and offensively, she's in there and she's grabbing boards.
Yeah, I love that. It's really has little to do. I'm not going to say it doesn't have anything to do, but it has little to do with height and stature. It is effort, man. You got to go want that ball. And that's what Addison Rohr did right there. And she has great hands, too. First free throw missed. Annabelle Viala is waiting to check in if this free throw goes down for Addison Rohr. And it hits the front of the rim, no good. A rebound off the fingertips of an Abilene player and out of bounds. That'll let Vialas come in for Addison Rohr. She'll take a break here to round out the first quarter with just 70 seconds left to go here in the first.
In the last minute and 10 seconds, Devin, we just need some good things to go our way to go into the second quarter.
Yeah, a little momentum, right? Get a field goal here. Here's Samuelson, open from three off the inbounds. In and out, no good. Viala's down low, puts it back in the cup. Annabelle Viala's got it. Took a little power dribble and a bunny hop back to the rim, was able to convert. That's Southeast of Saline's first field goal. Now Abilene turns it over.
Right, and this is kind of what we were talking about, that momentum in the last minute and 10 seconds. You know, we've got an effort play and a rebound to go back up and get two. Now we get a turnover, and let's get another bucket.
Southeast. Herman tried to take it away. Viales saves it. Now she's going to be shoved to the ground. Just a big mass of bodies over there. And Viales was the one that paid the price, went to the ground. It's going to be a foul on Abilene.
But those are hustle plays. Those are winning mentality plays. Getting on the floor, going after a loose ball.
Heinrich sets inbounds. 44 seconds left to go, opening quarter. She gets it in to Pearson. This is probably the best position Pearson's had all night. She can't get the shot to go down. She was defended well. But look at that. Reese Heinrich, the shortest person on the floor at 5'1", came crashing in from out of nowhere, was able to save that ball, then was fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Heinrich shooting.
And there again, she's the shortest on the court, and she out-hustled everybody for a rebound.
Foul on Kaylee Crane for Abilene. Reese first free throw. Jeez, rattles out no good. I'm telling you, they're not. Some of these are not bad shots now. We just saw a three by Samuelson, a free throw by Heinrich. Those things are halfway down, and somehow they find their way back out.
And sometimes when you see one go in, it helps offensively anyways.
Yes, sir. That one off the back heel. And again, bodies hit the floor, and the rebound comes out to Abilene. 35 seconds left to go. Cowgirls turn it over again. 3 consecutive trips with turnovers for Abilene.
And I don't think defensively that's anything that Southeast is doing. Abilene's just throwing the ball away.
And we've talked about Abilene and their defense. Southeast has Abilene as sped up too as they want to be. And they're not comfortable right now. Pearson with it. Fires it left to Reagan Durant. Durant goes baseline. Samuelson works her way to the cup. Got buried underneath the backboard. There's Viales though again. Annabelle Viales. It's the second time she has come in off of a miss from Samuelson and got the bucket. This time she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Basket counts, add 1.
And, Devin, something that's happened is these girls that have had a seat early on the bench, talking to Coach Smith, they've come in and they've had a different attitude about rebounding.
That free throw misses. Abilene, 12 seconds. Herman, head down to the basket again. Viales cleans it up on the opposite side. Gives it to Heinrich, 6 seconds left. The freshman fires it up to Samuelson. Beyond the three-point line, a shot, now 3 seconds left, and that will be the end of the quarter. Not a good quarter for Southeast of Saline to start, but the last minute was much better. They've closed this gap from 6 down to 2, 7-5 at the end of 1. Abilene leading over Southeast of Saline. You're listening to Lady Trojan Basketball on KINA with live stream video on SalinaPost.com. It's presented by Smart Insurance.
Hey Santa, all I want for Christmas is a remote start with two-way communication and to be controlled by my phone app.
Your wish can come true with New Image Audio. New Image Audio does ceramic window tinting. How about a new CarPlay or Android stereo for the kids? I'm heading to New Image Audio at 340 South Broadway in Salina.
Unblock or start from anywhere, but you need to start at New Image Audio. Call or text 785-309-1617.
Suit up for your next Southeast of Saline game day with Trojan gear from CopyCo. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more available off the rack or customized. At CopyCo, they offer all the printing and custom apparel you need at the prices and fast turnaround you've come to expect over the last 30 years as your local hometown print shop. Whether you're a diehard Trojan fan, a coach planning the next big event, or a business looking to sponsor the team, they've got everything you need to show your Southeast of Saline spirit. CopyCo, more than just a copy center, a proud sponsor of Southeast of Saline.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here at Abilene High School. Devin Haney along with Kevin Lilly. As we are watching a couple of young teams do battle right now. Abilene leading 7-5. They had a 7-1 lead. The last 4 points belong to Southeast of Saline. Cowgirls start out with the basketball. And a foul on Southeast.
And Devin, right there, like that play defensively, I'm okay with that. That's an effort play, handsy play, right? We can always rein that back a little bit.
It's either Heinrich. It was Heinrich. That's her second. We have a traveling violation here on Abilene for their 9th turnover. So Reese Heinrich has 2 fouls here early on. She's the only one for Southeast of Saline with 2 or more. And Southeast gets the basketball back. Chance to tie or maybe even go ahead here. 7-5 our score. Here's a pass inside to Reagan Duran. Not a good pass from Sutton Douglas. Reagan able to put an attempt at saving it, though she cannot. So Southeast retreats back on defense. There's a pass, mid-lane entry in to Hintz. She's going to sweep around. Flying shot up off the back of the rim is no good. Pearson has it. Now she's in a trap. Pearson, 3 Cowgirls around her. She gets rid of it. Now Southeast has numbers. Duran up the right-hand side. Now back to Pearson. Secondary break. Pearson, nothing there. Well, you'd like to see Southeast take advantage of that numbers game as Sutton Douglas works her way inside and uses that left hand out the window to score. And we are tied at 7. It's a 6-0 run for Southeast of Saline.
And it basically makes you forget about the whole first quarter.
Yeah. Thank goodness, right? Yeah. There's a shot now put up, a wide-open Cowgirl down low. That's Kaylee Crane, and she scores the first bench field goal for Abilene. And a charging violation, player control foul on Sutton Douglas. That is her second. So 2 quick team fouls here for Southeast of Saline. Kaya Samuelson did not sit out long. She's going to come back in and replace Reagan Durant.
She was kind of the engine that got everything kind of rolling there late in that first quarter.
It's amazing she hasn't scored, but her misses are what Southeast was scoring off of, including the 2 putbacks by Annabelle Viales. Abilene nearly dumps it out of bounds again and turns it over, and now they do. They saved it the first time, and now they'll throw it away along the baseline. 10 turnovers here in the first half so far for Abilene.
Which, young team.
Yep.
I mean, that's going to happen. You're going to have some growing pains.
Southeast with the basketball. Trailing 9-7. Little ball fake scissor foot action there up top by Addison Rohr, and she will give it right back on the turnover. Got called for traveling there.
And when you've lost 30 in a row and you let a team hang around, they start getting a little confidence.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works, right? Here's a dribble down along the baseline. Stover with it. Now she plays it out to Timber. Back to Stover. Free throw line extended. They go inside to Barbieri. Here's a three-pointer put up off the backboard. Nearly went in. Pearson will grab the rebound. Barbieri, remember, she spent a lot of time in that first quarter. She got 2 quick fouls. She's back out there now. Here's Heinrich with it. Right side 3. That won't go down. Pearson chasing the rebound. And they're along with Barbieri. Barbieri is going to secure the rebound for Abilene.
Think of offensively for Southeast. That's just a quick shot. We can get that anytime. Let's move it side to side.
Nice lob pass inside for Abilene. Stover able to hit Kip Barbieri inside. She got it off the window and was fouled. She has a chance at a 3-point play for her first points of the night, and that'll prompt a timeout here for Shauna Smith. We've talked about points being at a premium. Abilene just got into double digits for the first time. Southeast of Saline setting on 7. Kevin, when you look back at that first quarter, free throw shooting, Southeast lost some points at the line, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely they did. And, you know, the thing is they're free. They go to the line, knock them down, and this is a different score, of course. But, you know, I want to talk about this last play back and forth here for just a second. Right, you take a quick shot, and you don't hustle back down and set up defensively, and you don't communicate, and then all of a sudden now, you know, Abilene's looking at an and one potentially there. And it's kind of one of those things where we can get that shot offensively anytime we want, right? We swing the ball side to side. That's when we're at our best. And driving downhill. Defensively now, we got to reset. We've got to reset, and we've got to turn our defense into easy offense. But when we have easy offense, we've got to score.
Coach Smith and I talk about that quite a bit, especially with younger players. We touched on it in postgame Friday night. a good shot doesn't always equal an open shot, right? I mean, you got to make sure the rebounders are where they're supposed to be. You got to make sure that you have somebody that's able to get back on defense. If you're not that person, and there's just so much more into it, and that's a learning curve sometimes when you hit the varsity floor for the first time. Barbieri's free throw is up. It's no good, but Tessa Herman's going to put it in, and I'm sure that's not going to sit well with the Southeast coaching staff. Giving up a rebound, now you're back down by 6, and a foul called on Abilene.
And rebounding-wise, like there, you've got to put a body on somebody. And I get these girls are young, right, and the game is a little bit faster than maybe what they're accustomed to, but you've got to be able to put a body on somebody down low and go get a rebound.
Sutton Douglas, by the way, got that foul before the timeout. That is her 3rd foul. Now the inbounds, stolen away by Abilene. Kaylee Crane takes it away. She is shut off, though, by Abba Pearson. Now along the baseline, she'll find her friend in McKenna Stover, and Stover will put it up and in. Her first basket. 15-7. Abilene's lead is 8. It's the biggest of the game. Here's Heinrich. Dribble to her right, three-pointer, in and out, no good. And Annabelle Viales along the baseline trying to save it for Southeast, cannot. How many times in this half, as I said, in and out?
Yep. And Southeast is flat right now, offensively and defensively. It doesn't look like they're as handsy as they were in the first quarter, and it's shown.
Heinrich and Samuelson now, the 2 freshmen for SES, turning it up a notch on defense, trying to make some pressure and get Abilene into some turnovers. They hit Herman inside. She turns, misses a lay-in on the right-hand side, and Viales gets the rebound. Here comes Reese Heinrich back the other way with it. Left-hand side to Pearson. 4:15 left to go in a quick-moving second quarter. Here's Samuelson. She'll dribble to the left-hand elbow. That's up no good off the front of the rim. Rebound tapped around a little bit. Baseline official guessing it stays with Southeast of Saline, it looked like.
And I still say we've got an advantage down low with Pearson.
At very least, they may have to peel off Barbieri to guard her, and you get her into foul trouble, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Southeast was a lot better without her on the floor. And the reason I say that is because Kent Barbieri is about 5'11". Southeast turns it over once again. We'll come back the other way. Abilene has it back. 6 turnovers, 3 in each quarter so far, and there's still 4 minutes left to play here in the second period. Abilene having a couple of mishandling issues here in the backcourt. Now Stover will get by Samuelson. Layup, left it long, no good. But there's Barbieri putting it back in. 4 points for Kit Barbieri all here in this quarter.
And we had 2 girls right there in pretty decent position to grab a rebound, and just didn't happen.
17-7. It's a 10-0 run for Abilene since this game was tied up at 7. Heinrich with it. Now she'll sling it over to the left to Samuelson. Samuelson looking down low. Bounce pass, tried to go inside to Viales. Looked like Viales was turning before she had it. Pearson comes in, saves it. Back out to Samuelson for 3. That's no good. And the rebound out of bounds off Southeast and out of bounds.
She had really good post presence, right? But she was late getting the ball to her.
Yeah, it was a combination of the ball getting there late, and that looked like it made Viales kind of make her turn before the ball was in there and secure. And that's what started that turnover. Abilene with it now, leading by 10. They're on a 10-0 run. Herman for 3. Got it. Tessa Herman has 7, and this lead has grown to 13. Annabelle Viales, though, will stop it.
And you can tell Coach Smith is going to let them play through a little bit of this. They're going to grow up one way or another. They're going to find their stride.
The ball looked like it was out of bounds with Addison Rohr, but the official lets it go. That was strange. That's my new word, by the way. When instead of criticizing or questioning, I just say it was strange. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. It's not the new year yet, but I'm turning over a new leaf. 20-9 is our score. Southeast of Saline draws a foul here on Abilene defensively. And Abilene hasn't had a lot of fouls called on him in this game. Abilene takes the ball away again. Back the other way we go. There's a jump stop at the elbow by Herman. Little ball fake and a layup on the left-hand side by Timber Taylor.
And Abilene, with every minute that goes by, is getting a little more confidence and a little more confidence. And you can see they're playing with a little swagger going downhill and making people go right by people.
Yep, agreed. Here's a rebound off the weak side. Reagan Duran, and they're fighting for it. She'll be tied up. Dual possession along with Renata Hintz, and it will stay here in the hands of Southeast of Saline. 22-9 is our score. Looks like we're going to have a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here. Southeast of Saline basketball along with Abilene, brought to you this evening by Smart Insurance with 3 locations. You can watch live stream video on SalinaPost.com, and all of the videos that you see live are also archived on Salina Post Sports YouTube page. You can watch them on demand anytime you want, including any one of the 13 football games. The Southeast of Saline won this year on their way to a state title. You can go back and relive those moments. Because of CASIA regulations, we were not able to provide live stream video of the state game, but it is there like it did happen live, so you can pretend, right?
Listen, I've watched a bunch of those back. I'm one of those homers that will sit there. I think it was a highlight tape that you kind of put on there. I don't know how many times I've watched it, but I know it's been a lot.
So much fun.
Yes.
So much fun. Yeah, it's a good time. It's just such a great thing to just keep living through and going back. And, yeah.
And you get a year, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I was just going to make note there that in that timeout, Shauna didn't draw anything up. She talked mainly about effort and rebounding and get your butts in gear.
Yep. Here's Reagan Duran off the inbound. She drives into the free throw line, gets tied up. And they're going to say hand check before the shot, looks like.
We can get that anytime. That's the thing, is when we settle for shots, we don't put Abilene in a bad position defensively. Go downhill and go to the goal.
Timber Taylor guilty of that foul. That's her first. 3 team fouls on Abilene here. Samuelson with it up top. She's going to get to the rim. Little contact there. That's no good. Rebound taken out of there by Layla Pickering.
But I'm okay with that, Devin. The shot didn't fall, but I'm okay with being aggressive and getting downhill.
Here's a hand check now on Ava Pearson, I believe, as Tessa Herman was trying to get by her. And it will be against Abigail. That is her first foul. 1:34 remaining. 4th team foul on Southeast of Saline, so they're up against the limit now for the last minute and a half. Here's Herman rolling over Pearson, and Pearson hit the deck. Herman scored over the top of it. Tessa Herman now with 7 here in this quarter, 9 for the half. 24-9.
Real quick on the shot there, Devin. I'd like to see him move that ball around and put Abilene is just showing that defensively they'll get out of sorts and you'll have a lane.
Yeah, and if you're Abilene, you feel really good right now because you haven't been able to score points for quite some time, and that dates back further than this year. You had 25 points on the road Friday night. You're already setting at 24 in the second quarter. There's a shot put up from the outside by Pickering, rebounded down in low by Crane. Abilene unable to get either one of those shots to fall down. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay here with the Cowgirls. 47 seconds left to go.
And defensively, we're just not rebounding. The ball's coming off. We're just not rebounding. Nobody is going to the basketball.
Hence trying to get it in. And her coach, Sean Herman, knew she was up against the wall, and he will call a 30-second timeout. Want to remind you that Southeast of Saline basketball every Friday night. Can stick around after that. We have the Kansas High School basketball scoreboard show from 10 until 11 o'clock. Scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas for a full hour. That's every Friday night during basketball season. And that is brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Also, Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you by Messenger Total Promotions. They're the official outfitter of all the Eagle Communications broadcast teams. Logoed apparel you can get for yourself. You can go in there. Of course, you want the Southeast of Saline gear, but you can get any kind of gear. Messenger Total Promotions. Go see them in downtown Salina on Santa Fe. 47 seconds left to go here. It's a 15-point lead for Abilene. They have outscored Southeast 17-2 on the current run that they are having right now. This game was tied up at 7-7. Abilene being patient here, maybe with the objective is to play for one last shot. They want to have this minimum 15-point lead in their pocket when they go to the locker room at halftime. Hence has it in the corner. Clock down to 17. Skip pass over the top of the defense. They go inside to Pickering. She was swallowed up defensively. Now it's back out up top. Now to Pickering. 8 seconds left. Shot up and good. Boy, that was almost perfection there for Abilene on that. Clock down to 2. Samuelson from half court off the backboard. No good. And a good half for the Abilene Cowgirls, who will go into the locker room on a 17-2 run and leading 24-9. That'll bring us to the half. When we come back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report, we'll have numbers from the first half. We'll also take a check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard and update you on scores from across the area. We'll also have a conversation with the boys head coach, Francis Flax, as we look ahead to the second game of our doubleheader tonight. We are at halftime of the girls contest. It is 26-9, Abilene leading southeast of Saline, as you listen to high school basketball right here on KINA.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plan your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here, we just did halftime here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report, putting together some scores and also some stats from the first half. We'll go over those as we await the arrival of Francis Flax. Let's check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Some games going on. Of course, we got a late start here, so there's games going on that we can check the scores of right now. Bennington and Republic County, they're playing tonight. Bennington at halftime of the girls' game. They lead Republic County 26-17. Also, Salina South and Arc City going at it. Arc City leading that one 29-13. El Saline and Minneapolis doing battle tonight. Halftime of the girls' game, Minneapolis leading El Saline 30-15. That's another game that's being live streamed video right now on SalinaPost.com. Manhattan leads Salina Central 22-14 at the half. And that's about it that we have for updates on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Here it's 26-9. Our score, southeast of Saline trailing Abilene here at the break. We'll be back. We'll go over scoring from the first half. We'll get some stats for you. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report rolls on. Southeast of Saline basketball right here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, highlights, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime, 26-9 is our score. Abilene leading Southeast of Saline as we go over scoring for the first half. Not a lot to talk about for Southeast of Saline, of course. Annabelle Viales, the bright spot, 6 points, and I believe all 6 of those points came off stickbacks on second chance opportunities on the offensive rebound. Sutton Douglas has 2, and Reagan Duran has a free throw to add to those efforts for Southeast of Saline. Abilene, they've got it spread out so far. They've had 8 different Cowgirls score, led by Tessa Herman with 9. 4 points for Timber Taylor, 4 points for Kit Barbieri, and 2 points all for McKenna Stover, Renata Hitz, also Kaylee Crane, Layla Pickering, and Clovis Stover added a free throw. Free throw shooting for Southeast of Saline. Again, another spot where they were leaving some points off the board. 1 of 9 in the first half. All 9 of those attempts came in the first quarter of action. The turnover story, not as bad as what you would think, and also in favor of Southeast of Saline at this point. Abilene has 10 turnovers, Southeast of Saline with 8. And Kevin, I think it's just a case of not good basketball, let's be honest, but also the ball is not going in the spot where it's supposed to go. There were a lot of shots, especially in that first quarter of play, that I called in and out, halfway down and out. Just not a great shooting percentage because the ball right now just will not go in the hole on the offensive end for Southeast.
And not only that, I mean, we've missed 5 bunnies. We've missed the free throws. There's a lid, and I'm sure Coach Smith is happy to switch goals after half.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, your defense has got to lead to some easy offense, and you got to be able to be strong enough to go to the cup and lay it in. And I just don't think in some of these we just didn't go hard enough.
Yeah. Southeast looked like they were going to make a run here. They were down 7-1 with about a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. They came back. They tied it up 7-7 early on in the second. But from that point on, Abilene assembled a 13-0 run. Annabelle Viala scored for Southeast, stopped that run, but then Southeast gave up 4 more points. That total run, since the game was tied at 7, for the Abilene Cowgirls totaled 17-2, and that's where we're at now here at halftime, 26-9. We'll take a final break. When we come back, we'll have third quarter action for you. Abilene leading Southeast of Saline. Halftime of the girls' game on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. 26-9 is our score here on KINA.
Asaria Oil and Hardware encourages you to celebrate your freedoms and the best country on the planet. Stop in and check out the largest ammo supply in southern Saline County. Stock up now and be ready for next season. With 24/7 pumps, no matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Devin and Kevin back here. I haven't said that ever before. It's kind of fun. Tyler Smith out tonight. I'm glad you could step in, my friend. Having fun. Tyler was at Rec League basketball tonight.
The important basketball game tonight.
Hopefully. Well, when he told me that, my first thought in my brain went, who the heck schedules Rec League basketball on a night where there's high school games, right? That's a Wednesday and Thursday activity.
That's right.
Well, we hope things went well on that end of it. A couple of girls' updates for you on the Benedict State Bank scoreboard. Manhattan now, after the third period, leads Salina Central in girls play 38-24. Here it's 26-9. That second quarter really belonged to Abilene. They outscored Southeast of Saline in that second quarter alone, 19-4. And like I said, after we were tied at 7-7, Abilene went on a 17-2 run. And that is where we are at as we await the start of the third quarter. Make plans to join us at Southeast of Saline. Coming up on Friday, Southeast of Saline's Trojans will get in their first league game of the year. They'll play just one conference game in the NCAA before the holiday break. They will take on the Beloit Trojans, which is always a fun matchup. Beloit's girls will come in. They are ranked 8th in the state of Kansas in Class 3A by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. We know the boys' history. Last year, they tangled in the third place game of the state tournament. Beloit won that game. They lost some good players, but they also have a lot of great players back. They will also be very, very big, as we know, from football season as well. That'll be a fun matchup Friday with Southeast of Saline being at home to play Beloit on Friday. Then they'll round out the regular season on Thursday, December 19th at Hillsborough. What do you think here in the second half, Kev? What's your keys to success, brought to you by New Image Audio?
I think it comes down to the rebounding, the effort, those effort basketball plays. When we went on our run down 7-1, those were what the plays that got us back in the game. We kind of just stopped doing that. We kind of got lethargic on offensively, and defensively we just stood around and watched way too much. So I think we got to find that fire, and go get it.
Abilene will start out with the basketball. They have a 17-point lead. A little bit different starting lineup here. Kaylee Crane will be in the starting lineup for Abilene and head coach Sean Herman. And as I say her name, she turns it over for Abilene.
Yeah, right there, Devin. The turnover comes, everybody's handsy, everybody's ready to go, and all 5 girls are excited about a turnover.
Sutton Douglas, we want to keep an eye on her. She has 3 fouls that she accumulated in that first half. She'll go to Abba Pearson. Pearson in the lane. She'll turn, starts out right, comes back left. Shot up no good. Addison Ward with the rebound. That ball went all the way around the rim on the inside and then fell out. Ends up out of bounds off of Abilene with 2 Cowgirls chasing, and Southeast will keep it.
Sometimes there's just a cap over the goal, and that's what it seems to be right now.
Heinrich will inbound. As she's looking, she'll lob it over the top, and Reagan Duran will catch it Willie May style over her shoulder. Now back to Pearson, top of the circle. Abba, step back 3, in and out, no good. You've got to be kidding me. Rebound comes in to Abilene, and a long outlet pass near the half-court stripe. Rebound came into the hands of Kaylee Crane, the junior, starting the second half here. She started the game on the bench. Still looking for the first points of the third quarter. 26-9 is our score. We're about 55 seconds in. Hence with the basketball. As that guard now shoves Abba Pearson off a little bit. Now plays it to the right to Crane. Back up top now. A 3-point attempt that is no good from Timber Taylor. Rebound, though, kept by Crane. Back inside to Barbieri. Her shot is up no good, and Abba Pearson there with the rebound. Back the other way. Here comes Abigail Pearson off to Reagan Durant. She'll stop and pop a 3. That's up. That one tried to come out, but then fell in. Holy cow. Reagan Durant off the fast break hits a 3.
And that's good to see. It's going to give him some confidence, and let's get a stop here defensively.
Did you see what that ball did inside the rim?
Around and around and around.
There's a shot put up now by Abilene that's no good. Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Reagan Durant has it. Same spot she just hit a 3. Now she'll drive. Put the shot up over the rim. Renata Hintz got the rebound. Sutton Douglas there to make contact with her, and that's not good for Sutton because that is number 4. So they will have to go a long time here with Sutton Douglas on the bench trying to manage her foul trouble. Coming into the game will be Kaya Samuelson, who logged a lot of minutes in that first half. She still has yet to score.
But she was very aggressive in the first half as well. So that
26-12, a 14-point game. Full court man-to-man here by Southeast of Saline. Pearson has Hintz trimmed in the backcourt. Now she'll get rid of it. Right-hand side to Herman. Ball on the floor. Tessa about lost it. Now she'll pick it up. Back out to Hintz. She sweeps a big crossover. Pearson there defensively, hounding. Hintz is in trouble. She gets rid of it, and a timeout called just in time because that ball was coming out, and Reese Heinrich was going to take it away, and Sean Herman is going to call a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll be back with more third quarter action. Abilene leads up by 14 here on KINA.
Need more time in your day? Laundry Technicians of Salina is here to help, offering premier wash and fold services with same-day or 24-hour service options. It's as easy as dropping off and picking up, allowing you to attend all of life's events. Perfect for when you're back from vacation, short on time, or dealing with the unexpected. Let us handle your laundry needs and simplify your day, one load at a time. Locally owned and operated, visit Laundry Technicians in Craft Manor today.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at Abilene High School. Abilene avoided a turnover with that timeout by head coach Sean Herman, but now they turn it over on the other side of it. A lob pass that goes inside, stolen away by Samuelson. Here comes Kaya down the floor. She's being bumped. She gets it off to Heinrich. Now brings it left-hand side to Pearson. Abba Pearson had 3 Cowgirls around here momentarily. She'll play it out to Samuelson. Samuelson had the ball knocked away. Now she gets it back. Addison Rohr inside. Out to Duran. She'll fire a 3. That's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Renata Hintz will let it hit the baseline and go back over to the Abilene Cowgirls.
And that offensive possession, it was set up by their defense. They just need to keep doing that, but they got to chip away. I still feel like their inside game, they've got something there with Peterson. If they'll stick with it and go.
Yeah, you'd like to see Abba being maybe a little more aggressive, but I get it. She's drawing Abilene's only senior, their best defender, and Renata Hintz is doing a really good job on it. Right now, though, Renata is on the bench. That might open things up for Abba Pearson. Abilene dumps it off inside to Herman. Herman takes a couple of different dribbles, but she was bumped from behind by Kaya Samuelson, and that'll be the second personal foul on Kaya Samuelson, second team foul on southeast of Saline.
And she's been a menace on the defensive end. Absolutely.
Addison Rohr will check out. Annabelle Viales will check in. 6 points off the bench for Annabelle in that first half. Abilene gets it in. They're going to put it up off the window. McKenna Stover with her second basket of the night.
And that's too easy. You got to push her out of the lane.
28-12 now. Abilene gets their first bucket of the third quarter. Here's Pearson driving. Little soft teardrop shot. Couldn't clear the rim, and it's going to be batted around and cleared by Kaylee Crane. Boy, I like Crane. Just every loose ball it seems like to happen, she is going to get. Here's Herman now being checked outside by Kaya Samuelson. Samuelson gets 2 fouls. Bang, bang. Remember, Samuelson came in for Sutton Douglas, who got her 4th, but now Samuelson has 3. So some foul management going to have to take place here for the Southeast of Saline coaching staff.
And that hurts her a little bit because she can't be near as aggressive anymore. She's got to lay back a little bit.
Ball inside, taken away. Reagan Durant steals it. Here comes Southeast of Saline up the middle of the floor. Abba Pearson with it. To the right, Duran. Now on the corner to Heinrich. Back to Samuelson. She wants to drive. Left hand. Leaves it off for Durant. 18-foot jump shot on the way. It's an air ball. Viales, though, underneath has it. Now she's stuck in the paint. Out to an open Heinrich for 3. Off the backboard. Why not? This Jim owed you one from that first half. That one goes off the backboard, and it's the first points of the game for Reese Heinrich. Southeast back within a baker's dozen. It's 28-15. Herman wanting to drive. Beautiful look. Backside. Boy, she drew all the defense with her and then turned around and was able to hit Kit Barbieri on the backside. Give the assist to Herman. 30-15. Here's Pearson. Driving, being pushed the whole time by Herman, and a foul called on Tessa Herman as Pearson kept that move going to the rim.
And I think if you're Southeast here, the final 3, 29, if you can get it under 10 points, and feel confident that, hey, we can get this done in the fourth quarter.
They had it within 13 before that last basket that just happened on the other end. Pearson makes the free throw. That's just her first point of the game. Second free throw on the way, and that's good. 2 for 2 at the line. That was desperately needed for Southeast of Saline. Back to a 13-point game. Near turnover again underneath Southeast of Saline's basket. Abilene might be in trouble here. Good defense, and now a foul, bailout foul they're called on Southeast of Saline.
Number 10.
Southeast going to the bench here. Taryn gets into the game for the first time. She did not play on Friday against Teston, but I think that's going to be the story of this Southeast team. We're going to see girls interject themselves into this team as the season goes along. And I know Taryn Getz, probably one of those girls that will find some quality minutes in her freshman year.
Yeah. And can you come in and do some good things? Rebound the ball.
Yeah. Here's Hintz with a open shot at the backboard. Came off, and a foul on the backside. They're going to call that foul on the floor. Addison Rohr will check in.
And your opportunity might be because we're in foul trouble a little bit with a couple of our girls. But you're getting the opportunity. So can you make something of it, knock down a few shots, be aggressive defensively? You don't have any fouls. You can be aggressive. You get a few steals, and now the coach is really looking at you like you can help us.
Barbieri at the free throw line. Her first free throw is up and good. Seven points so far in this game. Annabelle Vialas will check out. Addison Rohr replaced her. Nope, Viala's just coming over talking to Coach Smith. Well, she is getting the bench. Second free throw, good as well for Barbieri. Back to a 15-point Abilene lead. Quick pass inside. Samuelson to Pearson. Pearson making some space, and she can't get the shot to go. Gets her own rebound, goes back up, and had her shot blocked. Heinrich inside will clean it up. Reese Heinrich with 5 here in this quarter. 2:51 left to go here in the third period. Loose ball. Renata Hintz saves it in the backcourt. Now a foul will be called on Taryn Getz. Well, I like Getz' energy. She's come in here and really given a spark.
Yeah, absolutely. And there with Heinrich, it's just a hustle play, going and wanting to get a rebound, a deflection, and she goes and gets 2.
They have 3 points on the score, or 3 fouls on the scoreboard for Taryn Getz. Is that correct?
I do believe so.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
because she's
happened fast.
Yeah.
Hintz misses the free throw. Layla Pickering checks back in for Abilene. Second free throw for Renata Hintz. That one goes in after missing the first. 3 points for Renata Hintz. A 14-point Abilene lead. There's Samuelson driving the baseline aggressive, and a foul called. Boy, she went right into Hintz that time. That was a freshman attacking a senior. That's what I love out of Samuelson and Heinrich both. It just appears that they have very little fear.
Yeah. And right there, I mean, that drive, she used the screen and went right by her, and the senior standing right there, and it didn't faze her.
First free throw splashes home. I think that's the first shot for Southeast all night that we've seen hit nothing but net. Second free throw off the back of the rim. Addison Rohr battling for it along with Renata Hintz, and they're going to award it to Abilene. 33-20. That's the closest Southeast has been since back early on in the second quarter. 2:38 left to go here in the third. Herman trying to get the ball in. Airmails it. And it's going to be chased down. There's Crane again. She picks it up. Didn't even take a dribble. Passed it to Pickering going down the floor. And a score. Nice play there by Kaylee Crane. Southeast has it back on their offensive end. Pearson with it. She's being hand-checked to death over there by McKenna Stover, and the foul will be issued to Stover. That is her third.
And fouls are starting to rack up for both sides.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily being lazy. We're playing with our hands quite a bit defensively instead of moving our feet.
Both teams.
Yes, absolutely.
Heinrich sets inbound. Gets it in to Abba. Pearson works her way to the paint, gets double teamed, kicks it out to an open Samuelson for 3, and ring the bell for Kaya Samuelson. She has scored the last 4 Southeast of Saline points, and it's a 10-point lead for Abilene.
She has been a huge spark for us tonight.
Southeast cutting into it here. 2:04 left to go. Still a lot of basketball left. 10 minutes left. Here's a wild shot at the board. That's not going to go. Samuelson with the rebound. Kaya Samuelson still in the backcourt. Long pass deflected. Picked up, though, by Heinrich. Heinrich stops, pops a 3. Bring it up. Are they going to call out a 3 or not? They didn't even call anything with it.
Go, girls!
You're going to say 2? Okay. Here's Herman traveling before she gets to the rim. That goes uncalled, and now a foul called as Southeast of Saline gets the rebound with Kaya Samuelson. How about it might be by necessity here, Kevin? So decipher this comment that I'm about to make. Is it confidence or necessity right now? Shauna Smith rolling with Kaya Samuelson with 3 fouls in this game. We're still in the third quarter.
Yeah, and I think you have to. She's your best offensive player right now, and she's your best rebounder. And defensively, she's been your best defender all night. The reason they're climbing back in this game is because of her, and because of her effort plays and being able to score.
Love it. 35-25. Southeast of Saline within 10. They have the basketball back. Addison Rohr back into the game along with Heinrich. Samuelson down low. Here's Feldman for 3. Off the backboard won't go. Pearson there to scoop it and score it. Abba Pearson in the right place at the right time. That was a glorified pass by Feldman. And Southeast of Saline is back with an 8. 1:12 left to play. Abilene goes inside. Heinrich there to strip it away. On the floor, turns, trying to save it. Now another diving Lady Trojan on the baseline. That's Kaya Samuelson. And it's going to stay with Abilene.
And effort. We got girls on the floor going for the ball. This means something to them.
Abilene will keep it here as we approach the 1-minute mark of the third quarter. Here's a ball thrown into the backcourt, and it's going to be backcourt. And not once, but twice. And finally, the referee was in position to catch it the second time. And it will be another turnover going to the way of Southeast of Saline. 5 turnovers in this quarter for Abilene. Guess how many for Southeast? 1.
And I think here is, if you're Abilene or if you're Southeast, you really want to continue to put the pressure on them.
Yep. 35-27. Heinrich has it. She'll swing it around. Feldman now. Back over to Heinrich. They set the screen. She pops the 3. That won't go. Short off the rim. Renata Hintz inside gets the rebound, and now a foul will be called against Southeast. I believe Sarah Feldman will get this one.
Heinrich shot looked good from here.
It sure did.
It was straight on. It was going to splash.
Yeah, I love the play call, but now Southeast of Saline over the limit on fouls. That will put Renata Hintz at the free throw line. Renata so far this evening, 1 of 3 at the line. That one make came here in the third quarter. First attempt on this trip is up. It's off the back iron, and it rolls home.
And you can kind of feel the energy in the gym is becoming more and more and more.
Yeah, there's only one team that came into this game with a 30-game losing streak, right?
Yeah.
Second free throw. Up, no good. Samuelson with the rebound, looking down the floor. Reagan Durant, and that's a bad pass. Second turnover of the quarter for Southeast. Southeast now turning their attention to defense. 38 seconds left to go here in the third period. Crane looked like maybe she's going to throw a baseball pass. Instead, now she'll get it in to Timber Taylor, who throws it away on the other side.
Pressure.
Pressure makes fools of us all, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that wasn't anything special. She just threw it over her head and she couldn't go get it. But she was pressured into throwing that pass.
36-27. Southeast with the basketball. Heinrich has it. Again, being bumped over on that far side. Now the ball deflected. It comes free. She gets it back. Snaps a crossover. She'll pop the 3 after she lost the defender. Off the back of the rim, no good. Samuelson with it. Kaya back in the paint. Has her shot blocked up high. Barbieri got it, but then Samuelson gets it back and rips it away. And they're going to call dual possession. Kaya Samuelson not saying die on that possession, and it will stay here with Southeast with 8.5 seconds left to play.
She's everywhere defensively, offensively. She's really grown up a little bit tonight.
Tessa Herman will check back in. Got to keep an eye on her as well. She has 3 fouls for Abilene. 8.7 seconds left. Kaya Samuelson set to inbound it. She couldn't get it to Abba Pearson. Throws it away. 8 seconds now. It turns to Abilene's advantage, leading by 9. Addison Rohr back playing the baseball pass. Hintz with it underneath Southeast of Saline's basket. Now back to Herman. Clock down to 4. She crosses half court. Heinrich there with her. Desperation shot thrown up, thrown out of bounds, and that is the end of the quarter. Southeast of Saline got themselves in a big hole, but they are making a push. It's a single-digit score, 36-27, as we go to the fourth and final quarter. It's all brought to you by Smart Insurance with 3 locations, one in Salina, one in Abilene, and one in Harrington on KINA.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe you just want to discuss the newest techniques and services that Salina Ortho provides, or you want to see one of their trusted physicians, visit salinaortho.com. Come see Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Though it may not be on any fundamental videos, this game is pretty entertaining.
Absolutely, Devin.
There we are at the end of the third quarter, now beginning of the fourth quarter. Abilene starting out with the basketball. Just seems like the arrows always fell in their favor in this game, but now they turn it over. Abba Pearson takes it away. Coast to coast, left her layup long, no good. Rebound, Renata Hintz. Renata has 2 cowgirls down the court in front of her. She finds one of them, and a layup is up and good by McKenna Stover. Half a dozen for Stover. Southeast, though, back down. They find Pearson. She's dancing with Hintz on the right-hand side. Now to Samuelson. Samuelson, top of the key. She finds Heinrich. Now to Addison Rohr. Sutton Douglas, the other Southeast Trojan on the floor right now. Here's Pearson in the paint, and a foul on the floor. It's going to be a blocking foul on Tessa Herman. That's a big one. That is number 4 for Miss Tessa.
Yeah, and offensively to defensively, we did a great job defensively, and then, again, we miss another bunny. When it's close like this, those bunnies, we need everyone can get to keep crawling back into this game.
Here's off the inbound. Samuelson for 3. That won't go down. Addison Rohr keeping the rebound alive, and Heinrich's going to scoop it up. Here's Pearson on the drive, attacking the rim, and it goes in. Boy, that's what I wanted to see early on out of Abba Pearson, and that time she showed us Abba Pearson basketball. That was excellent.
Yep.
Barbieri now inside. Misses a quick shot, and now coming crashing in is Samuelson, and she's going to grab that rebound, and then she is going to be fouled. Boy, that was a great effort to get that rebound by Kaya Samuelson.
Defensively, she's been everywhere. And she's kind of been that firecracker tonight, offensively and defensively, that we've needed. And now you've got it, you've got it to 9. Let's see what happens.
Sean Herman at the table asking how many fouls Tessa Herman has. She has 4. There's a pass off the fingertips now. Abilene took it away, but then they gave it back. Samuelson with it. Southeast of Saline trailing 38-29. Entry pass inside, and now a foul will be called on McKenna Stover, who has 4 for Abilene. 2 starters with 4 fouls. Now the table is going to say she has 5.
5th foul.
Okay. So McKenna Stover will foul out with 6 points. 4 of those came here in this quarter, in this half. Abba Pearson has it off the inbounds. Heinrich, long 3, splashes home. Reese Heinrich just ripped the cords, and it's a 3-pointer in a 2-possession game. 38-32. Southeast now turning their attention to defense. Kaya Samuelson will knock this one out of bounds. It'll stay here with Abilene. Still a lot of basketball here, Kev. 6:21 left to go.
Yeah, and if you're Southeast, just keep the pressure on them. They've shown that they'll turn the ball over. Just keep the pressure on them.
There's a give and go. It ends up with Timber Taylor. That's going to be long, no good. Rebound, Addison Rohr. She has silently been very good in this game. Here's Samuelson, touch pass inside. Sutton Douglas gets the 2. Samuelson, a little touch, said, hi, how you doing to Sutton Douglas, who's on the left-hand side. And another near turnover, nearly created here by Kaya Samuelson. Southeast has it down to 4, and Abilene needs a timeout. 6:01 left to go. 38-34, the Lady Trojans still making a run here on KINA.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
Suit up for your next Southeast of Saline game day with Trojan gear from CopyCo. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more available off the rack or customized. At CopyCo, they offer all the printing and custom apparel you need at the prices and fast turnaround you've come to expect over the last 30 years as your local hometown print shop. Whether you're a diehard Trojan fan, a coach planning the next big event, or a business looking to sponsor the team, they've got everything you need to show your Southeast of Saline spirit. CopyCo, more than just a copy center, a proud sponsor of Southeast of Saline.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
38-34, Abilene leading Southeast of Saline. 6:01 left to go. This Abilene lead had ballooned to 17 at one point. That was the halftime spread for Abilene.
Can we keep the momentum? Can we keep up the defensive intensity, and can we keep the momentum on our side and really put the pressure on the Cowgirls of Abilene?
Cowgirls have the basketball now. They're in the backcourt. Abba Pearson there defending Timber Taylor. There's some foul trouble being sorted out by both these teams as well. Tessa Herman has the basketball. She has 4. One of the players has 4 for Abilene. They have 2 starters with 4. Here's Herman driving off to Renata Hintz inside. She misses the shot. Ball caroms outside. Abba Pearson picks it up. Abba looking down the floor to Sutton Douglas. She catches the ball, spins off a defender, left-handed layup, good. Sutton Douglas now has 6 back-to-back buckets by the Southpaw, and it's a 2-point game. 38-36, and inside Abilene trying to get the answer.
I think defensively there, we just got to get back and play straight up. It's a 2-point game now. We don't necessarily need to give up an easy bucket in that situation.
Sutton Douglas has just fouled out, Kev. She was coming alive offensively. The girls were finding her on the left-hand side of the basket where she is at her best. But she was playing for 4 for quite some time, and she will be the second casualty of this game. McKenna Stover for Abilene also fouled out with 6 points. At the free throw line, Kit Barbieri. She misses the first free throw. She is 2 for 4 from the stripe in this game, has 8 points. Another free throw here on the way. Too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be won by Abilene. It looked like Tessa Herman had a chance at it, but she was too far under the rim. And then Addison Rohr cleaned it up. Here comes Southeast, trailing by 2. Reagan Duran back into the game. Over to Pearson. Drive by Abba Pearson. She left that one short. Kind of went off a weird spot, almost like it went off that backboard pad.
Yep.
And landed into the lap of an Abilene Cowgirl. Abilene has it back now, leading by 2. 4:56 remaining. Tessa Herman in trouble. She just pushed Abba Pearson down to the ground, and they play through it. Boy, that should have been the 5th foul on Herman. She took the basketball, planted it right in the chest of Abba Pearson. Shauna Smith up, asking her girls to tighten the defense. Here's a layup and another foul. No layup, it did not go down, but Timber Taylor is going to go to the free throw line.
And my issue with the call prior to that is it's got to be something either way. I mean, there's too much contact for something not to be called.
I agree. First free throw, no good. Taylor has 4 points. That was her first free throw of the night. 4:30 left to play. Taylor will get a look at the second free throw. That one goes up and goes in. 5 points for Timber Taylor, the sophomore for Abilene. 39-36, Abilene leading it. Another Cowgirl hits the deck here. Kaya Samuelson is fouled along the baseline. I believe this will go against Layla Pickering.
And just staying aggressive offensively, finding your open person and going and attacking the goal.
So we'll see Kaya Samuelson back at the free throw line. She has 2 attempts in this game. She's 1 of 2. First free throw is on its way, and it's good. 5 points for Kaya Samuelson. She scored 4 in the game against Heston on Friday. Reese Heinrich, the other freshman, has 8. She had 5 against Heston on Friday. Second free throw is good. And Annabelle Viales will come in. She will give Addison Rohr a break. And it's a 1-point game. Full court pressure again. Southeast. Abba Pearson has it. She scoops it up. Off to Reese Heinrich. His left-handed shot won't go down. A Cowgirl falls down. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Southeast.
At one point, Devin, do you think that, the Abilene starts saying, okay, 30 in a row. Okay, here we go again.
Oh, yeah.
Here we
go
that
again. Happened middle of third period,
yeah,
I think.
Here we go.
Yeah. Here's Reagan Duran off the inbounds. Quick touch for her. And the shot died off the side of the rim as she took that from the short corner. And Abilene will have it back. Timber Taylor with it. Heinrich with her in the backfield defensively. Now they'll play it off to Herman. Herman, little ball fake. She wants to drive. Gets inside the paint. It's going to be a reaching foul against Reagan Duran, I believe. And for Reagan, that will be her second.
And that might not be that bad of a foul because they had a wide open girl that she was going to dish it to.
Addison Rohr set down maybe. Probably enough to take a drink of water and then come right back to the scorer's table. She's back in. Herman having trouble getting it in here. Lob pass to Taylor inside the paint. She falls down and a foul called on this. 2 free throws coming up once again for Taylor. This foul will go against Reagan Duran. She's gotten 2 quick ones now, and now she has 3.
Taylor shooting 2.
So Sutton Douglas is already fouled out. Taryn Getz, Reagan Duran, Kaya Samuelson have 3 for Southeast of Saline. Timber Taylor at the free throw line. Free throw is up and no good. She missed the first one on the last trip as well. For Abilene, McKenna Stover has fouled out. Tessa Herman has 4. Everybody else, none, 1 or 2. Taylor's second free throw off the back of the heel, no good. Southeast has it leading by 1. Halfway through the fourth quarter. 3:55 left to play. Samuelson tried to go right. Now she comes back left to Duran. Duran looking for help. High post to Addison Rohr. Now right-hand side to Pearson. Little pick and pop here. Pearson back to Rohr. Addison Rohr gets to the paint. Had her shot blocked by Barbieri. Good defense inside. I like the play call for Southeast of Saline. But Barbieri inside has those long arms, and she was able to deflect it. Now a traveling violation by Timber Taylor. Credit the defense once again of Reese Heinrich.
The defense has stepped up here in the second half, big time.
And that Abilene turnover count has just hit 20 for the game, 10 in each half. Samuelson has it, little give and go with her and Pearson. Pearson was the inbounder. Abba, a little pump fake up and down, and Abilene keeps the ball from going out of bounds somehow. They're going to save and take possession, leading by 1.
I felt like there was a lot of contact there.
It's felt that way a whole second half. This game is not being officiated like it was in the first 2 periods, for sure. Herman up top, being guarded by Duran. Now they play it out to Crane. Inside Barbieri. Her turnaround shot won't go. Duran with the rebound. Duran up the floor, has a shot, her pass blocked and taken away by Herman, and then fouled from behind. Herman's going to get the basket and the free throw coming up. Reagan Duran turned that ball over and then went into chase mode. Fouled Tessa Herman from behind. And now Abilene's freshman will step to the line with 11 points in her pocket and a free throw coming up. A chance to put her squad back up by double digits possessions. It'll be a 4-point spread if she can make this. And it rolls home. 42-38. Abilene leading it by 4. Heinrich nearly lost it. Now it's a foul in the backcourt. Crane came in, grabbed her arm. And free throws coming up for Reese Heinrich. Think about that last back and forth. Little give and go here. Looked like Pearson had a good look at it at the basket, Couldn't get it to go down. Lots of contact there. Then Abilene comes down. They end up getting a 3-point play. That was a 5-point swing here in a 4-point game.
Yeah. And even right there, there's a lot of contact there. I mean, a lot of contact. And they're fouls. So with the last 2:45, like, those type of things mean something. Like, if there's contact, there's contact. We got to call it.
We're in a 30-second timeout right now, called by Shauna Smith. As 42-38 is our score. Here's a girls' final for you. Bennington beat Republic County tonight, 50-31. Also, Arc City beat Salina South, 56-49. Minneapolis beat El Saline, 47-23. Manhattan over Salina Central, 50-34. Those are all girls' finals as we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Reese Heinrich steps to the free throw line here for the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. In a 4-point game, Abilene leading 42-38, 2:45 left to play. First free throw by Heinrich is up and it's good. 9 points for Reese. Second free throw looked just like the first. She got them both. Double digits now in just her second varsity game. Here's a steal by Samuelson. Southeast has it back, trailing by 2. Goes back into the hands of Heinrich, now Reagan Duran. Duran whips the ball back and forth, now finds Pearson on the left-hand side. Pick and roll opportunity again. Pearson goes away from the Addison Roar screen. Now she nearly lost the basketball. Renata Hintz there to tap it. And Samuelson tried to turn the corner. She is fouled. Now she will go to the line. Both of these teams have exceeded the limit in fouls. We'll be doing this for the rest of this game. Still 2:23 left.
And this is where you're going to earn your money, Devin. That's a free throw line. You got to put them in.
2 free throws coming up. For Kaya Samuelson, she gets the first. Renata Hintz that time. Got caught in the switch with Samuelson and Pearson. She's been on Pearson most of the night. Done a really good job. Samuelson's second free throw off the back heel, no good. She can't get it to go. Once again, it is a 4-point Abilene lead. Cowgirls with the basketball. Still in the backcourt. They get it to Herman. 2:14 left to go. Tessa running away from the defense here. She's just going to go to the rim. Now she stops on the right block. Plays it out to Pickering. Now back inside. Barbieri. Her left-handed shot won't go. Addison Roar, the rebound machine, is inside. And she is going to be fouled or tied up. They're going to say tied up.
Yeah, and prior to
Southeast ball.
Yeah, prior to that, there was still a lot of contact. She secured the rebound, and everybody was grabbing and swiping at her.
Abilene looked like they might be running full court pressure. Now they're going to retreat. Southeast has it. 2 minutes left to go here. Reagan Duran on the left-hand side. Reagan wants to drive. Puts up a runner off the window. Got it to go. She is so stinking athletic. 6 points for Reagan Duran and the first lead for Southeast. It comes with 1:45 left to go. Barbieri inside. Her shot, not there. She tries to kick it back out. It's another turnover for Abilene. Now the thoughts of that losing streak. Really large.
Yeah, absolutely. And right there, even defensively, it wasn't anything special. They just threw it right off her foot.
Timeout, Shauna Smith. She wants to talk about it. She's going to take a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 1:29 left to go. Southeast of Saline leads it by 1. They have the basketball, and we come back here on KINA.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to find out how they can help you protect the things that matter most to you.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Gwinnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call 1L.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
1:29 on the clock, 43-42. Southeast of Saline has just taken their first lead of the game. They also have the basketball here. It's Abba Pearson waiting to inbound. She'll get it in to Reese Heinrich. Heinrich, left-hand side to Samuelson. Samuelson now to Pearson. Pearson to the right to Heinrich. Heinrich has Pickering all over. You can't tell me that's not a foul. Back to Samuelson. Southeast, it appears they're in clock melt mode here. They have taken it down to 107. Samuelson with it. Now a high pass over to the far side. Heinrich went to Abba Pearson, and Pearson couldn't get off the floor and bring it back in. Turnover for Southeast. Just their second turnover of the fourth quarter.
And in that situation, you don't need that pass anyways. You can continue to dribble. You don't have to throw it that far. You could just continue to dribble and know the situation. You're just burning clock.
1:03 left to go. Southeast now on defense. Remember, each team has exceeded their limit in fouls. So there's free throws that are going to be a big deal here down the stretch in this last minute. Barbieri has it down low. She's out of her comfort zone, though. She's out away from the basket. Bounced it off the shins of Herman. Tessa did a really good job saving that basketball. Now a three-pointer by Crane. That's no good. I don't have to tell you who got the rebound. You already know it's Addison Rohr. Here comes Samuelson with it. Kaya getting a screen in the open floor from Pearson. And a foul will be called on Abilene with 34 seconds left to go. Kaya Samuelson will go to the free throw line.
And defensively down there, another possession where we had active hands. We had really good communication, and we were switching, and got a big rebound.
Kaya Samuelson so far here in this fourth quarter, she's 3 out of 4. She's 4 of 5 in the game. Now make it 5 out of 6. She's given Southeast a little bit of a breathing room here, still only leading by 2. Second free throw on the way. She canned them both. 45-42. It's a 3-point Southeast of Saline lead. Abilene crosses the timeline. 27 seconds left to go. They get it in the hands of Herman, and a timeout will be called by head coach Sean Herman with 25 seconds left to go. 45-42. We cannot say how big, gigantic, elephant-like those 2 free throw makes were just made by Kaya Samuelson.
Absolutely, and she's 4 for 4 in this fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter, she is 5 of 6.
5 of 6.
She is 6 of 8 for the game. And this is coming after a first quarter. We can't throw Kaya into this because she did not shoot a first quarter free throw, but it's coming after a first quarter where Southeast as a team was 1 out of 9. They were 3 of 4 as a team in the third period.
And to go back, to start the game, this is exactly what we drew up, right? Said, hey, we're going to get down early, and then we're going to come all the way back.
Yep.
Well, it's but the thing is the girls, they just kept digging and kept digging. They've got 25 seconds left. Take care of the ball, play sound defensively, don't foul, and let's get out of here with a win and a big momentum. Like, girls, we did something tonight.
Well, speaking of that, you have to open the conversation of, do you want to foul here and put Abilene on the line with 2 free throws? But the way the rebounds have been going and all the contact that's been allowed in this game, I don't think you even take that chance. I think you play good, solid defense.
Yeah, absolutely, Devin.
22 seconds left to go. Here's a backdoor cut. It's going to be deflected by Addison Rohr. Looked like Abilene might have lost it. Abba Pearson sure thinks so. And it's going to stay here on the baseline with the Abilene Cowgirls. 20 seconds left to go. Tessa Herman will be the inbounder. Looking. Running out of time. Throws it in up top. Kaya Samuelson there with Crane. Crane brings it in. Now they go back inside to Barbieri. She turns on Rohr. Shot up, no good. Rebound in question. Ball on the floor. Reese Heinrich comes out with it. She's going to play it to Pearson before she is fouled, but she is going to be fouled, and she'll go all the way to the other side. I'm going to brag on Reese Heinrich here a little bit because it has seemed in this second half, every single loose ball for Southeast of Saline, she has been there to get it. And I can make a joke here and say she's 5'1", she's already down there anyway, but her hustle has been outstanding.
Yeah, and right there, this is the one thing I don't understand. When you can push somebody with two hands, they fall on the ground, and it's not an intentional foul.
Chance to seal it. She does. Boy, these two freshmen have really contributed here tonight. I said earlier, they are fearless, and this stage is not too big for them. Second free throw, just a token. Why not? Count it. 4 of 4 in the fourth quarter for Reese Heinrich at the line. Southeast leads by 5. Here's a three-pointer at the buzzer for Abilene, and that's the game. Southeast of Saline comes back. They were dead in the water. Abilene looked to be on the way to breaking their losing streak. The Southeast of Saline has maybe the gutsiest performance we may see from them all year. I don't know. And there's still a lot of basketball to be played, but that was one heck of a performance.
And they needed it. They needed it every second of that. And it shows the character of their team. Defensively, they still locked in. Offensively, it didn't look good at times. They just kept going. Downhill, downhill, downhill. And then an occasional three, and you're right back in it.
We'll be back with more thoughts as we review this contest. We'll also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. We'll also go over scoring for you. It's all coming up in the postgame show. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Center, as we will talk about this one in postgame. It's a Lady Trojan victory, 47-42 over the Abilene Cowgirls right here on KI.
This is Angela Gebhardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Casasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
Hey Santa, all I want for Christmas is a remote start with two-way communication and to be controlled by my phone app.
Your wish can come true with New Image Audio. New Image Audio does ceramic window tinting. About a new CarPlay or Android stereo for the kids. I'm heading to New Image Audio at 340 South Broadway in Salina.
Unblock or start from anywhere, but you need to start at New Image Audio. Call or text 785-309-1617.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting Southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Assyria Oil and Hardware encourages you to celebrate your freedoms and the best country on the planet. Stop in and check out the largest ammo supply in southern Saline County. Stock up now and be ready for next season. With 24/7 pumps, no matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Assyria Oil and Hardware, located in Assyria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Center. Devin Haney, also Kevin Lilly here with us in postgame. 47-42, the final score. 15 minutes on the clock, and we are waiting here in transition of the girls and guys game. But, boy, we got a lot to talk about here, Kevin, this girls game, because what a game it was. Let's just start back at the beginning. This was a game, two young teams. Each team were kind of trying to feel each other out here. Really, you have two veterans, one on each side as far as seniors go. You have Renata Hintz for Abilene, and then when you look at the southeast of Saline side, you have Addison Rohr, who was a starter, and that was all. The rest of it was just youth on the court. Abba Pearson seems older than a junior, but she's just a junior, and these two teams are going back and forth. And southeast of Saline misses 8 free throws in the first quarter. They're 1 of 9 after the first period of play, but it's 7-5 at the end of one. So then you go to the second quarter, and all of a sudden Abilene starts to get their rhythm. They start to get their swag up about them a little bit. And they, after being tied at 7-7, went on a 17-2 run, and they took a cushy lead into the locker room with them of 26-9. But southeast of Saline comes out. They chipped away. They got it back down to single digits. It was a 9-point game at the end of the third quarter, 36-27. And then in the fourth quarter, southeast of Saline just keeps the noose on with their defense. They start getting tighter and tighter defensively. They were able to create 12 turnovers while only committing 6 of their own. And that's really kind of what helped this. But then, remember when I said 1 of 9 from the free throw line in the first half? In the fourth quarter, these Lady Trojans were 9 out of 10. In the second half, they were 12 of 14 from the free throw line. That sure helps in a game that was as tight as this. 47-42, our final score. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, defensively, I thought we just locked in a lot better. We communicated a little bit. We got a little more handier. And then offensively, we just kept attacking them. And our defense led to, getting fouled underneath and going to the free throw line. And you start seeing the ball go in, and there's good things that end up happening. And we just stayed the course and just kept chipping away. And Coach Sana, she coached her tail off tonight. These girls are young. She's coaching hard over there. And these girls are receptive to it, and they want to be coached, and they want to win, and they want to learn. But, there's a couple freshmen tonight that, they grew up, and I think they realize they belong on this level.
Absolutely. Let's go over some scoring here, and I will preface this and tell you I missed 2 points somewhere, so we'll have to get with Coach Smith and see where that's at. But right now I have 4 different southeast of Saline players with 6 points. That includes Sutton Douglas, also Reagan Duran, Annabelle Viales, and Abba Pearson. I have all of them with a half a dozen. Again, these are very unofficial stats. We will check them and see where the missing 2 points comes in. Kaya Samuelson had 9, and Reese Heinrich had a dozen. Those are 2 freshmen combining for 21 points, 21 of your 47 points. But just the scoring spread from top to bottom, you have 6 different players score in this game. When you look at the Abilene Cowgirls, they did about the same, honestly. Their freshman was sensational as well. Tessa Herman with a dozen. 12 points for her. That's a new career high for her in just her second game. 8 points tonight for Kit Barbieri. 6 points for McKenna Stover. 5 points for Timber Taylor. 4 points for Layla Pickering. And a single digit for Clovis Stover. From the free throw line, southeast of Saline, 13 of 23. And for the Abilene Cowgirls, where southeast of Saline excelled, Abilene had problems. They shot 7 free throws in the fourth quarter. They were 2 of 7. For the game, they were 6 of 19. So again, for Abilene, you lose by 5. You left 5 points on the free throw line while your opponent shot 9 out of 10. You can't tell me free throws don't matter in games, especially games like this.
Yeah, absolutely, Devin. And I think also, as that lead started shrinking, you could see Abilene defensively, offensively, they weren't near as crisp anymore. It's like, here we go. And whereas in the first half, they were in attack mode on everything they were doing. They were dictating defensive pressure. They were dictating offensively, and they were just getting clean after us. But as we started chipping away that, you could see that we started gaining our confidence back, and Abilene started losing it a little bit by little bit by little bit. And there was a point in time with, like I just told you, about 6:24 to go, Heinrich hit that huge three. And it really, I felt like that was a momentum thing, and it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah, there were three really big threes in that third quarter. Heinrich hit hers, as you referred to. Kaya Samuelson hit a three. And then also, don't forget about the one that went off the backboard from Reagan Duran. That just kind of, like I said, just Jim Otis one after what the goal was doing in the first half. And those 3 threes in the third quarter really helped that run as well. We got one more break here in post game. When we come back, we'll have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. We will also have our Everhart Precision Ag Pass of the Game. We'll do that. Put a cap on it when we come back. Post game continues. Southeast of Saline girls win it 47-42 here on KINA.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the AmSoil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
When crop and weather conditions are just right, you need to bale as much as you can, as fast as you can, all while putting up the highest quality product possible. Case IH round balers have the reputation as the hardest working balers in the business to consistently build dense bales with square shoulders that don't sag. No matter the crop or field condition, bale more with Case IH round balers. With easier maintenance and serviceability, you'll spend more time where it counts. In the field, baling hay. Ready to build a better bale? Contact Can Equip in Solomon.
We've all dreamt of being able to remove some of our localized excess fat, but now we can also move it to other parts of our body. Imagine being able to take some of your excess arm or thigh fat and use it to enhance the size and shape of your breast, or removing that little belly pouch and using it to give your face its natural volume and contour back. At Salina Medical Aesthetics, the possibilities are truly endless. Is Beautiful right for you? Contact Salina Medical Aesthetics for a free consultation with one of our certified physicians. SalinaMedAesthetics.org.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Running out of time for laundry? Let Laundry Technicians of Salina help you. Our premier wash and fold service offers convenient same-day or 24-hour turnaround options. Simply drop off your laundry and pick it up fresh and folded, giving you more time for what really matters. Whether you're back from a trip, swamped at work, or caught off guard by an unexpected event, we've got your laundry covered. Visit Stella at Laundry Technicians in Craft Manor today and experience how we simplify your life one load at a time.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back with a couple housekeeping items as we put a cap on a nice Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan victory, 47-42 over the Abilene Cowgirls. Abilene drops to 0-2 on the season. Southeast now back at 1-1. Our Everhart Precision Ag pass of the game. Remember that little touch pass by Reese Heinrich on the left wing, where she just kind of caught it was almost a half-court pass from Abba Pearson. Didn't even really feel the basketball. She got it, she put it inside to a flowing Sutton Douglas, who was able to catch it and score. That's our Everhart Precision Ag pass of the game. And our Vernon Jewelers gyms of the game. I think we're going to go with a couple of them. Tonight, I think they're freshmen. And we may have to do that a couple of times. I shouldn't say have to. We may get to do that a couple of times this year with Reese Heinrich and Kaya Samuelson. They combine for 21 points, but more importantly, their composure and their just fearlessness in the fourth quarter. They combined for missing one free throw. They were a combined 9 out of 10 at the free throw line to help put this one away and earn that Lady Trojan victory 47-42. Remember, the holiday season is here, and your shopping is done at Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. They have gifts as low as $19.99. They have $99 gifts, or you can spend as much as you want. If you're in the doghouse, you probably need it. 47-42, our final score here. Vernon Jewelers, gyms of the game, Reese Heinrich and Kaya Samuelson. That'll put us in transition now to the guys contest. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go over starting lineups for you and a quick preview of this one at southeast of Saline and Abilene. Coming up when we come back here on KIA.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe you just want to discuss the newest techniques and services that Salina Ortho provides, or you want to see one of their trusted physicians, visit salinaortho.com. Come see Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
The southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan Basketball is on the air. On the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
After opening the season with a home court loss on Friday to a state-ranked Heston team, southeast of Saline now will hit the road for the first time in this brand-new basketball season. They will take on a familiar foe from Class 4A in the Abilene Cowboys. Hi, and welcome back into Abilene High School Gymnasium. My name is Devin Haney, along with Kevin Lilly. We will bring you play-by-play of game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Lady Trojans have already done their part in a come-from-behind victory, defeating the Abilene Cowgirls earlier tonight in a game that just got done here at Abilene High School. That final 47-42. Trey Tolley is on live stream video on SalinaPost.com. You can watch this game live, paired with the radio broadcast, and it's brought to you tonight by our presenting sponsor, it's Smart Insurance. Abilene and southeast of Salina, just seems like this is always an interesting contest on both ends when you dig into this one. And it's been pretty even, really, throughout the last couple of years that these two teams have played. Abilene and Southeast have been hooking up. Now, this is the 5th consecutive year, and in the last couple of meetings, this series tied at 2-2. Abilene won last year, but then Southeast of Saline won the 2 years before that. The first meeting in 2021 belonged to the Cowboys. So this is a meeting that is split down the middle coming into game number 5 in the 5th consecutive year. And it's a meeting that really usually has a lot of intensity to it. Let's go over your starting lineups here. As we look at starters for both of these teams, let's look at the Abilene Cowboys. They have a brand new coach this year, but he has a familiar name when it comes to Dickinson County basketball, whether you're looking at Abilene or Chapman, and that is Taylor. His dad, Terry Taylor, coached Chapman for many, many years. Then he came to Abilene and coached the Abilene Cowboys for many, many years. He took them to a 3rd-place finish at state not that long ago. His son, Kyle, now is calling the shots, and Terry has come back to be on the bench and assist Kyle Taylor in his first season. Abilene opened up with an impressive win on the road against Towanda Circle, 79-56 on Friday. They come in 1-0. They will start Weston Rock, a 6-foot senior, 17 points a game in his first outing against Towanda Circle. Also 7 rebounds and 6 assists. An impressive stat line the first game out for Weston Rock. Tegan Funston also in the starting lineup. He's a 6-foot junior. His first game this season, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Ian Crump was one of the leading scorers for Abilene on Friday. The 6'4 senior scored 18 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and had 2 assists. The other was Tyler Holloway. Big body inside, the 6'4 senior, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on Friday. And Jackson Green, rounding out the starting lineup, had 4 points, a rebound, and no assist. Off the bench, keep your ears and eyes peeled for Levi Evans. He's an impressive 5'10 junior who scored 11 points off the bench for Abilene in their victory against Towanda Circle on Friday. For Southeast of Saline, they also have a first-year head coach. He's got a little more experience, though, than Abilene's head coach. His name is Francis Flax, one of the most winningest coaches ever in junior college basketball history. He's in his first season at Southeast of Saline. He will start Gannon Jacobson, a state-winning championship quarterback for Southeast of Saline. He's a 6'1 junior that averages 12 points a game on the basketball floor. He also last season had 4 rebounds and 2 assists. His co-pilot is Owen Bailey. He also had the same average of 11.7 points a game a season ago. Owen is a 6'1 senior. He also grabbed 2 rebounds and had 2 assists last year as a junior. Sam Knopf is in the starting lineup. 6'1 senior. Averaged less than a point, less than a rebound, but came out and was impressive against Heston. He had 8 points. Also in the starting lineup for the first varsity start is Grady Gebhardt, the 5'8 junior. Averaged a point a game last year, also a rebound and an assist. And also getting his first varsity start is 6'2 senior Caden Perry. So for Abilene, it's going to be Rock, Funston, Crump, Green, Holloway for head coach Kyle Taylor. For head coach Francis Flax, who's assisted by Trent Douglas and Joe Ross, we'll go Jacobson, Bailey, Knopf, Gebhardt, and Perry. Our friend in the broadcast booth tonight, brought to you by Equity Bank, is Kevin Lilly. Kevin, your new image audio, keys to success tonight for Southeast of Saline.
Well, I think for Southeast, it's not just settling for jump shots. I think it's getting these, all these guards to the goal and finishing at the goal. I think sometime last week we fell in love with the jump shot and they just weren't falling. And I get it, we were outsized a little bit, but that doesn't mean you still can't get to the goal. And you can see Flax has no problems changing his starting lineup. He's going to find something that's going to work for him.
Owen Bailey was impressive, 18 points against Heston, but he needs some help. Jacobson had 10. Sam Knopf had 8. Other than that, just 2 points for Caden Perry. So this reworked Southeast of Saline lineup, who's playing without Tanner Schroeder tonight, as he is nursing an injury, will put their purples on for the first time, and they will take the floor to take on this Abilene team that just kind of seems like they're always a perennial power in 4A, right? They play in a tough basketball league in the NCKL with the likes of Walmigo and Clay Center, Marysville. We'll see what the Cowboys can do here this evening with Southeast of Saline.
And they're tough in everything, right? They're gritty. They get on the ground. They'll attack you. They're not scared of you.
In the center circle to jump it up, we got Holloway. We got Jacobson. The ball is in the air, and we are underway. Jacobson wins the tip as he gets into the backcourt here for Southeast of Saline. Caden Perry will take it and play it off to Grady Gebhardt. Gebhardt weaves his dribble, now stops in the middle of the floor. He'll play it over to Jacobson. Jacobson looks at a man-to-man defense by Abilene. And a turnover. Here comes a steal for Abilene. They get it to Holloway. He's rumbling down the middle of the floor. Lost the basketball, but it goes into the hands of his teammate, Ian Crump. Crump missed the shot, but then it's put back up in by Tegan Funston. And now Southeast turns it over. Did not see what happened there.
Yeah, just a lot of contact underneath there.
So 2-0. Abilene has it. They've already forced Southeast of Saline into 2 turnovers, but now Grady Gebhardt takes custody of one back. In the backcourt, another steal. Abilene takes it away again. They nearly lost it. A layup is going to be missed as Ian Crump that time took the basketball away, and now they're going to have another layup that crawls out. Fight for the rebound. Not a single soul on this floor blocking out right now.
None.
As everybody relying on their jumping ability or lack thereof to get rebounds. And now a foul is going to be called here against Abilene. And it's going to go against Ian Crump.
And I think if you're Southeast, if you're a guard out there, you got to go get the ball. You got to make yourself available and go get the ball.
Yeah, you're not the tallest team in the world. Your tallest guys are 6'1", maybe 6'2" if you stretch them. You got to block out. You got to get position. Francis Flax has told me that since day one of practice. Gebhardt fires it off left-hand side to Jacobson. Jacobson switches hands as he gets in the paint, shoots with the left, comes up empty, gets his own rebound. In the middle of 4 Cowboys. Now they swing it around to Owen Bailey. To Gebhardt, now over to Jacobson. Sam Knopf has it on the right-hand side. He'll put it in the hands now of Caden Perry. Back to Knopf. Bailey, long-distance 3. Won't go down. Rebound up high by Weston Rock. It's going to be taken away, though. Gebhardt has his shot blocked. Abilene now peels it out. Now another turnover. Bailey has it all the way to the cup. His finger roll is good. What a wild, wild start to this game.
Back and forth, back and forth. Kind of careless with the ball on both sides.
Abilene has it. All the way to the cup. Left-handed layup is good. And it's going to be by Jackson Green.
And defensively, somebody's got to rotate over and take that away.
Bailey with it. Plays it left to Knopf. Sam gets in the middle of the paint. Can't get that one to go down. Gets his own rebound, though. His putback won't go, but he still has it. Back out to Owen Bailey. Bailey wants to drive. Sneaks in under the defense. That shot won't go down. Boy, it was pretty, but just could not complete the play. And now Abilene has it. Rock in the middle of the floor. Dumps it off to Holloway. Holloway's shot is blocked. There's Grady Gebhardt there to block it, but Grady a little outmatched on that deal. Tyler Holloway is 6'4". Grady Gebhardt, if you're not aware, not that tall.
Grady's big.
Yeah.
He's just not that tall. Offensively for Southeast there, I like Owen driving to the goal. His shot, his three-point shot is so nice, and everybody respects it, and I think he can get more of that downhill to the goal. Just go finish that.
And that's a challenge that Coach Flax has issued to him this year. He doesn't want him to be, he thought at times last year he was one-dimensional. He was selling for a three-pointer. If he didn't get that he didn't have a great game scoring-wise. He wants him to be more aggressive attacking that rim. First free throw by Holloway was made. Second one was missed. Cowboys flying everywhere. They still have possession of this ball. They miss another shot and get another opportunity. Holloway scores. Boy, Southeast not rebounding right now. And Tyler Holloway has 3 points. And now a charging foul on Owen Bailey. And that is really a bad situation because we just talked about Owen Bailey and the challenge of going to the rim. Now he does that. He does the right thing. He gets a foul called on him in a 50-50 situation. It's easy for him to say, well, that's what I get for trying to go to the rim, right?
But there again, that's not always going to be like that. So don't give up on that. Because just as soon as you knock down a couple threes, they're respecting that even more. And now we need to be able to go around them. But we also need to take care of the ball. We need to value these possessions early.
Well, that last possession down the floor, how many chances did Southeast give Abilene to score? Now here's a wide open streaker. It's Jackson Green who has 4 points now. 9-2 the score. Abilene up by 7. Bailey will bring it down the floor, plays it to Knopf. Over to Gebhardt. Now a foul away from the ball. as this is going to be issued against Caden Perry, I think. And it is. That is his first. That also counts as a turnover. Levi Evans has come into the game here for Abilene. Also Thomas Keener in there as well. Lob pass over the top. They were looking inside a Holloway. That one's going to be taken away by Southeast of Saline. Bailey, now Gebhardt has it. 3 turnovers early on here for each team. Jacobson has it. He wants to go baseline. Spin move. Had a double team to deal with. And now a foul will be called here. Going over the back and making a lot of contact that time to initiate the foul call was Thomas Keener for Abilene.
Yeah, and it's just getting good position. Both sides, or both ends of the court there.
Weston Rock, along with Ian Crump, back into the game. I think the MO of Coach Taylor here early on is going to be in and out, getting these guys fresh. Not afraid to sub. Bailey has a little pump fake for 3 on the left-hand side. He'll go to Jacobson. Gannon will fly. That's no good. And the rebound comes out and a run out. It's a 3-on-3 break. Southeast gets back nicely on defense. Ends up with Evans in the corner. He airballs a 3, overshot it. Owen Bailey with the rebound in the opposite corner. Now to Gebhardt. Gebhardt, long outlet up the floor to Jacobson. Gannon will leave it off a short corner to Perry. That shot from 15 feet on the left-hand side. Won't go down too strong. Lots of tempo to this game so far. And now Evans will drive to the basket. And a hand-checking foul before the shot that went in. It won't count, though. Will be called here against Southeast of Saline. Grady Gebhardt has just picked up his second.
And if you're Abilene and you've watched the tape, you know that Southeast's depth is not a lot. So if you can run some guys out there and tire them out early, it may give you the advantage.
Crump off the inbounds from 3. That's no good. And now here's a leave-off. A beautiful pass by Keener. Down low to Ian Crump. Keener gets all the credit for that one.
And
Crump, 2 points.
And nobody is rebounding at all. They're getting second and third and fourth opportunities.
Gebhardt with it to Jacobson. Now to Bailey. Quick trigger 3. That won't go down. Hit the rim and then the backboard, and it fell out. All the way to the cup. Here's Rock initiating action, and he's going to draw the foul. Weston Rock, we talked about his performance against Circle. He had 17 points. Boy, he really forces the action, doesn't he? He is not going to let you relax or rest. And now a timeout will be called here. It's a 30-second timeout for Southeast of Saline. 3:28 left to go here in this one. Not a great start for Southeast of Saline, but I think you and I agree, Kev, you can just narrow that down to one thing, and that is lack of rebounding, lack of position, lack of anything on the boards for Southeast right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Abilene is actually kind of doing to us what I wish we would do to them and push the tempo. We're slowing everything down so much, and I'm not sure that that's necessarily our game. We don't have a lot of size, so if we have an advantage, it's got to be with our speed, So I think we need to push the tempo. We need to get some things to happen for us because we're real lethargic. Nobody's talking. And just like that last 3 that Owen took, Owen can get that shot at any time. I just feel like we fall in love with that just a little bit too much instead of running our offense and really trying to find something inside.
So it'll be free throws coming up for Weston Rock. Southeast of Saline already at their limit on fouls. And it's up and it rolls home.
And you can see Coach Flax went to the bench, and he's bringing some younger kids in.
Tiernan Potacik into the game. Also Isaiah Kerr into the game as Rock hits 2 of 2 at the free throw line. 2-2-1 full court press now for Abilene. Let's see how Southeast of Saline handles this. It's Potacik, Kerr, Jacobson, Bailey, Perry on the floor right now. Kerr gets it down to Perry down low. A little curl to the cup. That won't go in. Great move, though. He tried to put it back in, and that was blocked down low. That's just Abilene's height.
Yep.
Inside, tried to thread the needle to Keener, and that's going to be taken away by Gannon Jacobson. Jacobson all the way to the cup, and they're going to call a block. Jacobson just turned the body enough to kind of slide by the defender, and I think the defender oversold it. That'll send Gannon Jacobson to the free throw line after the foul on Western Rock. That is his first.
and maybe that'll get something going, right? We pushed tempo a little bit there the last couple of possessions, and let's go run with the ball.
Gannon's first free throw is on the way, and it's good. Last year in his sophomore season, Gannon struggled from the free throw line a bit. He was only a 57% free throw shooter. Shot better, though, in the first game against Heston on Friday. He was 3 out of 4. He gets both of them here. 13-4 now, our score. Full court pressure from Southeast. Abilene finding a wide open Cowboy underneath. Tiernan Potocnik arrives late as Tegan Funston was fouled by Potocnik. Now he will get free throws. That's Tiernan's first.
And there again, you're pressuring the ball, but somebody's got to be talking on the back end to not give that up.
First free throw on the way. That is no good. And Tegan Funston has 2 points so far tonight.
And a coach told me one time, if you're a quiet team, you're a losing team. Got to talk. Got to know.
Second free throw by Funston is good. That gives him 3 here in the opening quarter. Holloway will come back in. Also onto the floor, Jackson Green returns for Abilene. Potocnik and Kerr in the backcourt. Trying to work this press break for Southeast of Saline. They had Kerr exactly where they wanted him. Now Jacobson will come help out. He will watch the trap for him. Now he'll dribble out of it, get in the middle of the lane, run into a defender, and boy, they're going to call that a charging foul. But I'm going to tell you right now, Tyler Holloway was underneath the rim. And I know there's no circle lower level in college, but he was way too deep to take that foul.
Absolutely.
Francis Flax is saying almost the same thing without using the same words I just said, I imagine.
A colorful discussion.
There's Weston Rock, again, running down the floor, lost the ball. He gives it up, gets it back, though. Now it's in and out, no good. And there is no such thing in high school basketball as a makeup call.
That was
a foul call on Abilene. You always hear that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I see it a lot.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of basketball. Holloway with the foul there in the middle of that scrum for the rebound. 14-4, it's a 10-point Abilene lead. Gannon Jacobson has it. Abilene running traps all over the floor right now. Tiernan Potocnik tried to score with a teardrop. He could not. And here comes Abilene flying back the other way. Well, this Abilene team, they want it up-tempo, don't they? Here's a bump that sends Crump out of bounds, and he throws it out of bounds on the opposite side. 5 turnovers now for the Cowboys.
And we're struggling capitalizing. And like there was a lot of contact there.
Mm-hmm.
And so whether it was what he was thinking, he didn't call it.
Jacobson will get it in to Potocnik. Now he'll hang around middle of the floor. Kerr with it. Kerr started on Friday, came off the bench tonight. Isaiah into the corner. Owen Bailey, he'll square up, fire the 3. That won't go from the right-hand wing. Rebound Abilene. Here they want to run again. Here comes Evans. And he's tangled up with Gannon Jacobson, and Gannon has just picked up his second foul. So 2 early fouls here for Gannon Jacobson. Grady Gebhardt already on the bench for Southeast of Saline with 2 fouls, and Southeast of Saline has hit their limit. That'll send Levi Evans to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. First one is up and good. He becomes the 6th Cowboy to score in this game.
We're just not keeping anybody in front of us. So, until we lock in defensively, it's going to be a long night.
Second free throw on the way, also good.
Because Abilene seems just fine with going right downhill and going to the cup.
Abilene's already shot 8 free throws in this game. They're 6 out of 8. They lead it by 12. 16-4. Here's another turnover, Southeast. Their 4th one. Rock in the middle of the lane. Here's a block up high by Owen Bailey. Tiernan Potocnik saves it. Bounce pass up the floor, and it can't be handled by Sam Knopf, and it goes out of bounds. Southeast will give it back. And a timeout will be called here by Abilene. Let's take it. It's 30-second timeout. We will take it as we step away. Abilene off to a quick start here, leading by 12. 1:26 left to play first quarter on KINA.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here, courtside, sitting directly behind the scorer's table at Abilene High School. Glad you could join us for Tuesday Night Basketball, brought to you by Smart Insurance. Live stream video on SalinaPost.com. 16-4, an early lead here for the Abilene Cowboys. They also have the basketball, 80 seconds left to play in the opening period. Man-to-man defense being applied here by Southeast. There's a near steal, then it went off the foot of another Trojan. Now there's a scrum for it. There's two Southeast players down on the court getting dirty, trying to save this basketball. It's going to end up being a dual possession. Caden Perry and Isaiah Kerr both down after it, but the arrow will keep it with Abilene.
And it looked like in that last timeout, Flax was trying to motivate them and get them going.
Feels a little bit about like the game we saw earlier on, right?
Yeah.
There's a drive and a foul up high. This will go probably on Sam Knopf, I'm guessing. Let's see here. Get the call at the table. It is. And Sam Knopf has just accepted his first foul. Free throws coming up here for Abilene. Be Ian Crump. First one falls home.
Defensively, like right there, we're just playing behind. He's even, he's leaving, right? And then you're catching up, and then you're swiping and all that. You got to know at some point, like, you've got help there. Go take his guy, and he'll take yours.
Second free throw by the southpaw. Ian Crump is good. He has 4. 10 free throws have been shot here by Abilene in this first quarter. 18-4 now the score. Southeast back on the offensive end. 1 minute left to play, opening quarter. Jacobson has gone out. Here's Owen Bailey, and he gets called with a charging violation.
I mean, just like there, Devin, he's under the goal taking a charge.
Yep. So 2 fouls now on Owen Bailey. And another turnover for Southeast of Saline.
And we talked about kind of some of our depth issues that we do have. You know, some of these guys are big-minute guys that are picking up fouls.
Yep.
Coach is having to kind of roll with them.
Yeah, your 2 top scorers that both scored in double digits a year ago have 2 fouls. There's Rock inside. Shot up. Didn't make it. Got his own rebound. Over to the right-hand side, there's Green for 3. He has 7 in the first quarter.
And there again, the shot goes up, it gets missed, and nobody puts a body on the shooter, and the shooter comes and gets the ball, kicks it to the guy for a 3, and he makes it.
Only scored 4 in their game Friday night. There's a takeaway now for Abilene. They want to run. Rock to the middle of the floor. Isaiah Kerr takes it. Kerr brings it back the other way. 6 turnovers for the Cowboys. Isaiah on the right-hand side. Now Bailey. Stop and pop off the dribble. Hits a 3.
We needed that.
Boy, Owen Bailey needed that one. That brings the clock down to 8. Abilene has the basketball. They led momentarily by 17 points. And now here should be a charge on the other way, and it is.
Well, they gave it back to us.
Yep, again.
Yep.
I'm saying without saying. So that will go on Tegan Funston. That's his first. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Can't say we have a lack of action. Southeast, though, they have a lack of points right now and a lack of rebounding, and it's 21-7, our score here at the end of the first quarter. You're listening to Trojan Basketball on KINA as they play the Abilene Cowboys. It's brought to you by Smart Insurance with live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Back with more basketball after this here on KINA.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi fans, it's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Check your Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Salina South at halftime, leading 32-24 over Arc City. Also at the end of third, El Saline right now hammering Minneapolis 61-24. Here it's 21-7. Southeast of Saline trailing Abilene. Just underway your second quarter. Kane Sawyer's into the game for the first time on the varsity floor. So Isaiah Kerr loses the basketball out of bounds. Sawyer's the freshman. He's out there with Kerr, Gebhardt, Jacobson, and also Tiernan Patacic.
And I was just going to say, Abilene's got the ability to score. I mean, they put in 79 points in their first game, so they have the ability to score. And they've shown it so far at 21 in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a lob pass inside to Holloway. He pump fakes, sends it off the board too hard. Ball on the ground, picked up by Gebhardt. He'll play it out quickly to Patacic. Up to Jacobson. He jumps in the air, soaring, catching it. Now he goes between his legs, snaps a crossover, gets to the baseline, and they're going to call another player control foul. That is number 3 or number 4 for Southeast of Saline on charging calls. And that one was probably the biggest one I disagree with.
Yeah, because it looked like he was sliding. Gannon used a pick or a screen and come around it, and the guy's sliding over him. I mean, he's under the goal as well.
Yeah, 3 of them have been.
He's wiping the court. Right underneath and back behind the goal.
Well, how would you like to be an official and argue with Francis Flax?
He's calmer than I thought he would be. Just saying.
But I'm just knowledge. How can you argue with him?
Yeah.
21-7 our score. Southeast with another turnover there on that call that went offensive against Gannon Jacobson. Inside, Holloway with a big bounce, and the big guy goes to the rim and puts it in. 5 points to Tyler Holloway. 23-7 now. Here's another steal. Gebhardt has it stolen away. Across the paint, Ian Crump tried to put it in reverse around Tiernan Patacic. That one won't go in. Now they catch it and they pitch it back out. A left-handed 3 that is up and good by Tegan Funston. And a timeout will be called here by Southeast of Saline. It's a full timeout with 6:34 left to go. 26-7. Abilene has sprinted out to a 19-point lead here on KINA.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plan your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
6:34 left to go here in the second quarter. 26-7 our score. Abilene flirting with a 20-point lead. Got a little moment, little pause here at the scorers table. Just getting that.
He was trying to figure out who the last one was that checked in because Sawyers went on the floor and they're just making sure he had checked in.
Okay. Thanks. Benefits of being behind the scorers table, right? Patochik up top. This has been a pretty relentless man-to-man defense by Abilene. They would like to get out in the passing lanes. They like to be aggressive. Here's Patochik trying to get it inside to Jacobson. He's got to fight off two Cowboys, and this is going to be a dual possession that the arrow will go in favor of Abilene. So a turnover there for Southeast of Saline. That's turnover number 9. As the Cowboys will get the basketball back, leading 26-7.
And it looks like, he's gonna roll again, and he's gonna roll the dice with Gannon with 3 fouls, with 6 to go in the second quarter.
Jackson Cuba has just checked in for Abilene. He's a 6'2 junior. Scored 1 point Friday night in their game against Towanda Circle. Cuba has the basketball now. He'll sling it left-hand side to Rock. Out to Keener for 3. Off the back heel, no good. Jacobson had a chance at the rebound. Then he taps it off to Caden Perry, who was shoved in the back, and a foul on Abilene. A foul will go against Levi Evans. His first. Abilene has spread all these fouls out. They have 6 team fouls here in this first half, but nobody has more than 1. There's a steal now out in the passing lane once again. There's an Abilene Cowboy, and it's Tegan Funston.
And it's nothing special. It's just making bad passes. They're jumping the lanes, you know that. But dribble to the guy and make the pass.
Southeast with it on their offensive end. Caden Perry with it. Now Isaiah Kerr. Kerr squares up. Now he wants to drive. There's a help side defense for Abilene and a foul coming. I think it's going to be behind on Keener. We'll see. They're going to say Tegan Funston got him in front. So foul on Funston. Now we have play going on and the buzzer going because there was a sub that tried to come to the table.
The ball was
still running.
Was handed to the guy to throw it in.
Clock still running.
About 20 seconds ran off there.
Yeah.
Foul on white number 4.
So they're going to call foul on Jackson Cuba. That I guess happened while the ball was in play and the horn went off. And then the clock continued to run.
5:19.
You said about 20 seconds. I just heard somebody say 5:19, and that is exactly 20 seconds.
But there was a foul in the mix of all that,
right.
Correct?
Yep.
Or are they saying no play?
Well, they brought a foul over to the table. It was on Jackson Cuba. They have it on the board.
Okay.
Gannon Jacobson is shooting free throws.
Gannon Jacobson.
I think Gannon was trying to plead his case that the foul was on him and stand at the
Yeah,
free
and it
throw.
was weird because it was kind of like one of those little alley-oop plays that they ran off the inbounds, and both Perry and Jacobson were up in the air.
Yeah.
So they're going to put Caden Perry at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Perry's first free throw is on the way. It's off the heel, no good. Jackson Green will come in. He will replace Tegan Funston. Perry's second free throw goes in. Hit the back of the rim and fell home. 28-8. That's the first point of the second quarter for Southeast of Saline. And quickly, Abilene gets down the floor, and Thomas Keener has his first field goal of the night.
And Abilene scoring so easy right now. Don't make it any easier for them.
And fast, yes.
And fast.
You touched on it early on in this game. Southeast is going to have to polish up the transition defense, and they haven't been able to do so yet. Abilene gets down the floor in 3 passes, 3 dribbles. I mean, it is lightning quick.
Yeah.
Here come the Cowboys again. Weston Rock looking down the floor. Tiernan Potacek will pick him up. Rock will take him to the lane. Shot up, no good. Rock gets his own rebound. Now a partial block. Rock with a third opportunity, and now a foul on Southeast. And that's a great point right there, too. That's something that we're talking about. When you don't block out and you don't get rebounds, what's going to happen at the end of this? Either they're going to score or you're going to get a foul call.
Yep. And that's what happened. I mean, it continues and continues to happen. You know, at some point in time, you got to put your backside on somebody and box them out. And we talked earlier about effort plays. Those are just effort plays. It takes no talent to box somebody out, right? It's just it's a will to want to do the right thing.
Rock misses the first free throw. He gets the second one.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm of you think everything's going in, so you don't do the little things correctly.
Here's Potacek for a long 2, and he'll bury that one. That's good to see out of Tiernan, who really didn't play any varsity at all last year. 31-10. There's another 50-50 call, and you guessed it, it's going to be a charge. This time it's gone Abilene.
Well, I mean, if that doesn't go on Abilene, that's 4 on him.
Right.
So, thank God that it was called on Abilene. And I think with Tiernan, he could potentially be that other guy that could open up Owen and Gannon a little bit with that outside shot when it starts coming around.
8 turnovers now for Abilene. That's the first one of the second quarter. Isaiah Kerr lost the ball out of bounds. Coming out trying to take it out of there that time was Weston Rock, and Isaiah Kerr just lost the basketball out of bounds for the 11th time. Southeast of Saline turns it over here in this first half. Getting up, sprinting to the scorer's table will be Caden Perry.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but you're staring at a 20-point deficit, and you got about 4 to go. Where can you go from here?
31-11. Here's Crump, who's just checked back in. He works his way to the left-hand side of the basket. Ball went off the side of the backboard. He was laying on his back and caught it, but his shoulder blade area, to be specific with you, was out of bounds.
Yeah, but there again, 2 guys were right there, and neither one of those guys got the rebound. It fell right to him.
Yep. 31-11. Jacobson gets in the lane. 3 Cowboys there. He'll kick it out to Gebhardt. Gebhardt for 3. And he got it to go.
That's good to see.
Yep. I said starting the other night, Grady Gebhardt took 20 shots last season, all season long, in 25 games. Can't have that this year.
Yeah, not enough. He's got the ability to score. He just got to get his confidence underneath him, get his legs back from a long football season. But he's got the ability to score for this team.
Gebhardt will pick up the foul here on defense. That's his 3rd. He'll stay in there. 3:42 left to go. The second quarter. We'll see if Shauna Smith is available to come chat about really entertaining Lady Trojan victory earlier today. Southeast of Saline came back in that game after trailing big. Here's Holloway. Bully ball, try to get to the rim, then he fades away and left it long. Rebound Gannon Jacobson. Here's Jacobson. Blows by the defense down the lane, left-hand side. The ball 2 times off the rim, won't go down. Falls off, and the rebound taken in by Abilene. Abilene now on the break. They leave it off to Holloway, opposite side. His shot is up and good. Tyler Holloway has 7. 3 minutes left here in the second. 33-14. Gebhardt with it now. Into the corner to Perry. Perry dumps it down low. Jacobson. Jacobson took a bounce. Now he's being double-teamed, and it goes off an Abilene player out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think with 2:48 to go, I mean, Gannon's got to be really careful. He picks up that 4th foul, and we can't afford to not have him out there, but he just needs to be real smart here in the final 240.
Yeah, he and Gebhardt are both out there playing with 3 fouls. Lob pass way out high to Jacobson. He comes to the right. Gebhardt has it now. Owen Bailey being chased. And a foul here. Owen Bailey kind of hit the brakes and then went back at it, and he baited Tegan Funston into a foul. That's going to be the third now on Tegan Funston. So he will go back to the bench for Abilene. Jackson Green will check in for him. Owen Bailey will go to the free throw line.
And Owen kind of gets rewarded for working hard for a shot, you know. He's having a guy chase him. They know he's a shooter. He puts the brakes on it and gets a foul and gets to go to the line.
Owen's first free throw is up, and it is pure. 6 points for Owen Bailey. That's his first point of the second quarter. .239 left to go here in the second period. Second free throw on the way. Good. Owen Bailey got them both. Now he has 7. Southeast of Saline, 3 of 4 here in this quarter for the game. They are 5 of 6 from the line. Crump with Potacek on him. Swinging around now, ends up on the far side. Rock. Little deep post entry here by Holloway. Tries a big power move and a spin. Owen Bailey there to try to help out, and nothing going there as Holloway drops it over the front of the rim again. There's a big boy inside.
Yeah, he is, and it looked like he actually got a hook on him.
Jacobson out to Potacek. They swinging around now. Owen Bailey comes around. He gets open. 5 feet behind the line. That won't go down. Missed left-hand side. Ball springs free. Here comes Abilene. Weston Rock down the middle of the floor. He's going to challenge Owen Bailey at the rim. He does not make it. Rebound, though, by Abilene, and now it comes out to Owen Bailey, and they're going to call a foul after Southeast was already out on the break. And they're going to call a foul on Tiernan Potacek.
When things just aren't going well, they just aren't going well. Because it looked like there was a lot of contact before that as well, and even then both sides had a bunch of contact there. But there again, we're not rebounding, right? We gave them 3 opportunities, and now we give them this one.
Tiernan just picked up a couple of quick ones here. Now he has 3. So Potacek, Gebhardt, Jacobson all have 3 fouls for Southeast of Saline.
And something that this does is it slows down the rhythm of the game. You can never find your rhythm as an offensive team you're kind of struggling. You need to get up and down a little bit, see some shots go in, and it seems like we're down here shooting free throws, we're down here shooting free throws, and there's just no real rhythm to the game.
First free throw was good by Ian Crump. Puts Abilene up by 20. Second free throw also good. So a 21-point lead here for the Cowboys. Knopf and Kerr will check in. Potacek and Gebhardt out. Jacobson still in there. He'll be the inbounder against this Abilene full court pressure. Jacobson throws it down the floor. Isaiah Kerr with it. Little brief 3-on-2 there. Ends up with Owen Bailey out on the right wing. Bailey now will swing it back around and go through Knopf. Now to Jacobson for a long 3. That won't go down. Rebound taken inside by Colt Becker. And now Jacobson gets his 4th foul in the middle of the floor. Standing there and going by him was Jackson Cuba. And those two got their feet tangled up. 4th foul on Jacobson. Cuba will go to the line.
Yeah, in that situation, again, is just got to know how important he is.
Yep.
And he's got to let that guy go by. It just, you never want to see that, but if that's the case, you just let him go. Because he kind of is, and you can tell offensively, we started putting Gannon in that low post and try to get some stuff going there. And so he can just do so much for us.
First free throw missed by Cuba. Second one on the way. That one will roll in. Jackson Cuba got the friendly roll on that one. 38-16. 1:30 left to go before halftime. Southeast of Saline has the basketball, trailing by 22. Kane Sawyer's back into the game. He came in for Jacobson there after Gannon got his fourth. Here's Bailey. He'll drive. Left-handed shot off the runner. That won't go. Ball being batted around, taken by the Cowboys. Here comes a 2-on-1 break. But then out of nowhere, Caden Perry takes it away, and it's going to be Southeast of Saline basketball. Good hustle there by Perry. Ends up down the floor. Here's Knopf now. Ends up left-hand side with Sawyers. And down low to Kerr. Back out to Owen Bailey. Under a minute left to play. There's Owen Bailey with a little runner. He got tied up, got his arm grabbed. And Owen Bailey will go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws.
And I'm okay with that. Let's not just throw everything out there. Let's continue to chip away at this. And the last two possessions, he's gone to the cup. They've respected his shot so much. They're running so much pressure at him. He's just going right to the dish. He just got to finish when he gets there.
Jackson Cuba was issued the foul. That's his second. Free throw up and good by Owen Bailey. 47.8 seconds left to play. Second free throw on the way, and that is good. So Owen Bailey, 4-4 at the free throw line here in this second period. He has 9 points. 38-18, back to a 20-point deficit. Abilene leading. 38 seconds left to go. Abilene, I can't imagine them ever wanting to play for one shot, and they won't. Here's a beautiful pass by Crump. Ends up down low to Jackson Green, and Jackson Green has 9. Southeast of Saline now, coming back the other way.
And that might be a product of having guys in a bunch of foul trouble. Right? Just let them go.
Here's Kerr. He's going to try a three. That ball looked like a curve ball. Boy, it hooked right. And here comes Abilene back with it. 10 seconds left to play. Ian Crump throws one-pointer finger in the air. He's going to work his way to the free throw line. Stumbled there. Now he plays it back out for a shot that's no good, and that will be the buzzer. 40-18, our halftime score. Abilene looking the part of what could be another power in Class 4A as they are leading Southeast of Saline by 22 here at halftime. When we come back, we'll join Shauna Smith. We'll talk Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan basketball. That's all coming up when we come back on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Abilene leads it here at the break, 40-18 over Southeast of Saline, and you're listening to it right here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime with the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. 40-18, halftime of the boys contest. Abilene leading Southeast of Saline. Our chance now to catch up with Shauna Smith after a come-from-behind victory over the Abilene Cowgirls. Your squad tonight, 47-42. Get your first win of the season here on the road. And, boy, this thing, I made the comment at one time during the game that this is not going to be a fundamentals video where people are going to show this as an example of what to do. But, boy, it was an entertaining game. There was a lot of contact that was allowed in this game, and it was kind of an early season test for your team of how tough are you, right? I mean, that's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah, at halftime we had a lot of talk about, digging down and some energy. I felt like we were flat the whole first 16 minutes. There was, and I told him I'm not sure anything went our way for the 32 minutes. The only thing I think would win our way was the 6 free throws we made at the very end that we could say technically went our way the whole time. But I said, that's what we're about. We've gotten things out. Sometimes it doesn't mean about being pretty.
Yeah, I don't know how many times during the first half I said that shot was in and out. Some of them were not good shots. Some of them were very good shots, but it just seemed like the ball would not go down for you in that first half. And you were clearly refocused, too, in the third quarter when you came out. But this game, you were down at one point 7-2, 7-1. You come back, you tied up 7-7 with the first basket of the second quarter. And then they went on a 13-0 run. That run ended up being 17-2, and you're down 26-9 at halftime. And, I mean, really what you were saying in the locker room was probably about what we were talking about here in the booth, and that's just the fact of you cannot underestimate effort. There was a lot of loose balls in this. There was a lot of contact being allowed, like I said. It seemed like that got a little more accelerated with more things being allowed in the third and fourth quarter. But, boy, you got to be impressed by the way your girls came out and kind of checked themselves and regrouped.
Yeah, and we talked about the physicality. If they're going to play physical, you need to play physical. We talked about that at halftime. We need to get out just in leadership. One of the things that I thought the girls matched that the second half, get out and do some things right, and just makes a difference. The baskets went in the bucket, too, for us the second half. We had 9 points at halftime and ended with 47. Was that something like that?
Yep.
That's a lot. They said the ball finally went in the bucket for us.
Yeah, and everybody kind of had their moment here, and it was really when you guys hit your stride, it's when you're creating turnovers and then sharing the ball on offense. There were a couple plays. I remember a touch pass from Reese Heinrich to Sutton Douglas on the inside, who just kind of took it and squared up. There was a moment in time, I know Sutton battled foul trouble all night, but there was a moment in time where Sutton had like 3 straight baskets, bang, bang, bang. You could tell the guards were in a point getting her the ball. But let's just talk about the surrounding cast around Abba Pearson. We expect Abba to be a really, really good junior for you. She's going to score a ton of points this year, but she's also going to have nights like tonight where she draws the other team's best defender, and everything's going to be a challenge. Once you kind of figured that out and started doing things to help her get open, but also to do things without her, things started flowing, didn't they?
Well, like I said, I think in the second half we kept the ball to be on one side of the court and stood on the side, or we were dribbling and dribbling and dribbling. And in the second half we moved it from one side to the other. So then we got those baseline drives by several people. We had a lot of pick and rolls out of there that just even opened things up. Not necessarily that we hit someone in a roll, but we did hit a couple of people there. I just thought we opened the floor up a little bit more, but then we got some transition things, and that's what we were looking for at the get-go.
Free throw shooting was big for you. You've already touched on that. We're sitting here with basically a deficit of 2 points at the end of the first quarter, but you were 1 out of 9 shooting the ball from the free throw line. You did not shoot any in the second quarter. Then you come out in the fourth quarter, you're 9 out of 10. In the third quarter, you're 3 out of 4. You end up the second half 12 out of 14 from the free throw line. And in the fourth quarter, when you went 9 out of 10, they were all from your 2 freshmen. You and I talked about it Friday night. There is a lack of fear in the brains of your 2 freshmen that came into this game and played a lot of big minutes. And, boy, they were sensational down the stretch.
They did. We wanted the ball in their hands, especially at the free throw line. Late in the game, that's what I was kind of telling them. And, we had a big talk at halftime about, I don't care that you're a freshman. You can be a leader on the team. You can do all those things. Because that's what I said, especially being kind of the guard, the point guard team, they need to lead us and do those things for us. I have confidence in them, and they're going to get better every single night. They both had some turnovers in the game that freshmen are freshman turnovers, but I can live with some of those.
Turnover count wasn't high tonight, 14. I mean, for a game like this with everything that was kind of being allowed, I think that's a pretty good number, don't you?
Yeah, and we started out with quite a few turnovers just up front there. Yeah, I would take 14. I would have guessed that it was a lot higher than that. This seemed like there was a lot more turnovers, and maybe that's just all in the first half.
The last person I'm saving that I want to talk about, and there was possibly the whole fourth quarter. I know there was a spell of about 5 minutes where every shot that Abilene put up, it ended in her hand, it just seemed so, and that was Addison Rohrer. We're not surprised by that. That's what she does. But, man, she was just closing out your defensive possessions late in the game when you guys needed the ball back. She was there to get the rebounds for you.
Yeah, and she does that for us. She's a really good defender. She's smart. She didn't come up to any points tonight, which I know she's frustrated with that, but she does a lot for us, and that's I looked at her and told her I needed leadership from her because, we're going to have to talk about tomorrow. Sometimes it doesn't come about the points. It's just the rebounding and some of those other things that we need somebody just to get us going. And she got us some things going, got us out in some transition rebounds too.
It would be interesting to watch film and see how many rebounds she got that ended up in points for you, though. That's
right.
The key right there, right?
Got us out and going, and a couple of the ones that she muscled out of there. She's very undersized, and she can pull them down there.
is maybe one of the most exciting things for you offensively is just kind of your scoring spread. Your two freshmen combined for 23 points, but you had 4 other players score 6 points.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty big there too.
I agree, and they all came like almost in like 6, 6, and 6. They all kind of came in bunches. And again, they're all kind of young. They're coming in there and giving some points. So you got to think that they're going to get better every night and get more minutes. We talked about too is you got to learn to play hard no matter when you're tired. And it was at the JV game when we talked about that too. When you're tired, you got to learn to play hard. Sutton fouled out of the game, and we were kind of looking. We need to make Ellis can get his minutes. Thank goodness I had those timeouts left because we only subbed in the fourth quarter for Sutton who fouled out. That's the only person we ever subbed. I think we maybe subbed one other, but not for like 30 seconds. We almost played every other minute of that game, and that's when you learn to get down and suck it up, play.
Well, you will have a turnaround Friday. You'll open conference play at home against Beloit, a state-ranked Beloit team. That'll be fun, and we will see you on Friday. Nice job tonight.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. We owe you one more break. We'll come back with third quarter action. 40-18, Abilene leading Southeast here at halftime on KINA.
Need more time in your day? Laundry Technicians of Salina is here to help, offering premier wash and fold services with same-day or 24-hour service options. It's as easy as dropping off and picking up, allowing you to attend all of life's events. Perfect for when you're back from vacation, short on time, or dealing with the unexpected. Let us handle your laundry needs and simplify your day, one load at a time. Locally owned and operated. Visit Laundry Technicians in Craft Manor today.
Asaria Oil and Hardware encourages you to celebrate your freedoms and the best country on the planet. Stop in and check out the largest ammo supply in southern Saline County. Stock up now and be ready for next season. With 24/7 pumps, no matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Abilene High School, the Abilene band playing loud and proud. 40-18 the score. Cowboys leading over Southeast of Saline here at the break. When we check numbers from the first half, leading Southeast of Saline, Owen Bailey had 9 points. 3 points for the Trojans, scored by Grady Gebhardt. 2 for Gannon Jacobson, 2 for Tiernan Potacek, and a free throw for Caden Perry. For Abilene, it was spread out. 8 different Cowboys scored, none of them in double digits yet. Jackson Green, Tyler Holloway with 9, 8 points for Tegan Funston, 3 points for Weston Rock, 6 points for Ian Crump, 2 for Levi Evans, Thomas Keener, and a free throw for Jackson Cuba. Southeast of Saline, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. They had 11 turnovers. Abilene, 9 turnovers. They were 12 of 16 from the free throw line. Kevin, I know you're going to say rebounding. And really, I mean, it's hard to say that is the difference in a game that's 22 points. But that is really the root of all evils right now for Southeast. They're in foul trouble. They're getting outscored. They're getting out-rebounded. And it all comes to the rebounding efforts and the numbers of rebounds offensively that Abilene's able to get.
I think if you really look at it, you could probably say 20 to 25 of Abilene's points are on second chance, third chance, and even fourth chance.
Yeah.
If you're limiting them to one shot and you're getting a board, this is a totally different game. And Abilene just keeps going up and down the court. They just keep finding other guys. And whereas we struggle offensively, we've got to be able to get back defensively, and we've got to be able to rebound. We've got to be able to do little things right.
40-18 our score. Southeast of Saline down as we start second half action. Here's Owen Bailey inside. Little baby hook in the lower block. And Owen Bailey moves into double digits. He's the leading scorer in this game for both squads. He has 11. Back the other way now, Abilene. Looking over at their first-year head coach, Kyle Taylor. Ian Crump looked over there, and then he started the offense. Ends up with Green in the corner for a three. And he has been hot in this game.
Looked like Southeast went to a little bit of a zone there, try to give Abilene a different look.
There's Bailey firing a three, top of the circle. That's no good. And go back the other way. Inside, Holloway. He's just bigger than anybody else on the floor, and that's been a problem for Southeast. 45-20. 25-point advantage here for Abilene. Tyler Holloway has 11 after that two-pointer there. Here's a steal now out on the open floor. Weston Rock. He's going to coast in and get the layup. 5 points for Weston Rock.
You know, I know we've talked a little bit about football legs and stuff like that, but 90% of the stuff that we're doing wrong tonight has nothing to do with that. It is pure effort, making crisp pass, rebounding the ball. That's all it is.
Well, and I might be wrong, but there's only one guy out there right now that played football, right?
That's correct.
Here's Isaiah Kerr down low. And he's going to get his first basket to score. Isaiah had just the right amount of hesitation that time. He knew he was in there amongst the big guys, and he was able to get up and score that one. The 6-foot junior now will head to the free throw line to try to add to that. The foul for Abilene will go against Ian Crump, and that is number 2 for him. Gannon Jacobson set the first minute and a half. He'll check in now for Sam Knopf. Remember, Gannon has 4. Also, Tiernan Potocik with 3, Grady Gebhardt with 3. On Abilene's side, Tegan Funston has 3. Everybody else with 2 or less. And Kerr missed the free throw off the front of the lip. Southeast still pretty good from the line, though, so far in this game. They're 7 out of 9. 47-22. Crump way behind the line. Chalk it up. Ian Crump has 9. That's his first three-pointer of the evening. By the looks of that shot, you think he could do it anytime he wants.
Absolutely.
Jacobson now coming off the screen, stops at the free throw line. His 15-footer was bothered from the side by a defender. And here we go back the other way. Isaiah Kerr slow to get up on the other end. Now Owen Bailey collides underneath with Jackson Green, and Isaiah Kerr still feeling himself a little bit here at the half court. He never made it back. And they will have to substitute Cooper Carlin for him.
It looked like Grady was going to collide with him as well, and I don't know that you want to be on the end of that one.
So Cooper Carlin will come in here. Isaiah Kerr goes out. Hopefully he'll be okay.
And I think we've talked, I know we talked about it in the girls' game, and same thing in the boys' game. There's going to be some kids that are going to get some opportunities, and what are you going to do with the opportunity when it's presented?
Jackson Green for Abilene was pretty quiet in their first game. He had 4 points, but he has had a really good game here tonight. He makes both these free throws. He has 14 here in this game. Abilene now up by 30. There's a steal taken away by the Cowboys. Crump has it. 2 turnovers for Southeast of Saline here early on in this third quarter. Crump just kind of bullies his way to the basket on the left-hand side. He is fouled, and now he will go to the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 from the line here in this game, sitting on 9 points.
And defensively, we're in pretty good shape, but just we want to bring our hands down and try to block that shot instead of just staying in good defensive position. Because there again, he missed the shot. Yep. That's the thing. So you bail him out by trying to swipe at the ball and get a block.
Crump at the free throw line makes them both. I really like him. I always have. He's been playing since he was a sophomore. Even got a few minutes as a freshman, I think. But he's just one of those guys that you just look at him and, man, it just looks like everything's easy, right?
Yeah. Well, and think about the guys that he had to go up against all these years to get to where he's at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this group of Cowboys, you're right. They've kind of gone through the ringer since they were freshmen, and they've been trained for this.
Yeah,
that's a great point, Kev. This Cowboys program has had some really good players over the last few years.
And it's just next man up mentality. And you could tell, I mean, these are some basketball players. I mean, they get up and down the court.
The last foul on Grady Gebhardt? Guess so. That was his 5th.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So Grady will foul out of this game with 3 points. 5:05 left to go here in the third. Crump on the left-hand side, dumps it down. He'll get it back now, a little inside-outside game, and Ian Crump makes the 3. 8 points already in this quarter alone for Ian Crump. He has 14. Gannon Jacobson saves the ball going out of bounds, and now it's tapped around a couple of times. It's They're going to say it's off of Owen Bailey, and it'll go to the Cowboys. 3 turnovers for Southeast.
And the thing is everything offensively for us is so hard right now. We can't get the ball to the post. We can't swing it side to side. It's one pass, dribble, go. Whereas Abilene on their end, everything's just moving. Side to side, make the defense move. Crump is open. He pulls it, and it goes in. But for us offensively, everything just struggles.
Just as you think Abilene might be getting a little bit tired, they go to the bench. They bring 3 fresh legs in, 3 pairs of fresh legs. One of them, Jackson Cuba. He's going to get to the rim, left a layup long nose. He tried to finger roll it down the middle of the paint. Gannon Jacobson with the rebound. Ends up in the secondary break. Tiernan Batachi gets the 3. That might be the best offensive look Southeast has had all night.
Absolutely.
Tiernan got the extra pass that time off the secondary break as Abilene was settling in on defense and was able to take the open shot. Now a timeout here is going to be taken by the Abilene Cowboys. 4:10 left to go. We'll step aside. We'll take it as well. Here's a 30 on KINA.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
About halfway through this third quarter, 57-25. Abilene leading Southeast of Saline. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly with you tonight in the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Here's Levi Evans, drives baseline, plays it back out to Ian Crump. Coach Taylor throws a couple hands up in the air, calls a play. Abilene will settle in. Here's Crump getting into the lane, falling down, back to the basket, and they're going to say he was fouled, and he will go back to the free throw line. Cooper Carlin gets the foul for Southeast of Saline.
And see, defensively, even there, that was probably one of our better defensive sets that we had. We had good rotation on the backside, and even then, Cooper wasn't in bad position. He was where he needed to be. I'm not so sure that, he didn't kind of contort his body a little bit and just fall to the ground. They called the aftermath and not actually what had happened.
So a couple of free throws there for Ian Crump. Southeast with the ball back. Crump goes down, and a foul will be called here.
And see, even then, there's no rhythm. There's no rhythm to our offense at all. I mean, it's either we get fouled, we miss a shot. I mean, everything's just so quick. But it seems like when we can get a little bit of rhythm offensively, good things start to happen.
Well, in the conversation I just had with Shauna Smith is almost echoing what you're saying in relationship to the girls' game earlier. She said in the first half, they were one-dimensional as Gannon Jacobson scores. Said we were only playing on one side of the floor. We were doing too much dribbling. We were doing too much standing around. So when we started to move the ball, reversing it back and forth and taking care of it, that everyone got involved. So you can go girls basketball, you can go boys basketball. It doesn't change though, right? The principles are still the same. Here's a big rebound by Owen Bailey. He goes up and rips one down. He'll try a bounce pass now. Goes through the paint. That's pretty. And then they go inside to Kane Sawyers, who cannot handle it, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 4 for Southeast.
Do you recall if we've scored on 2 straight possessions yet?
No, we have not.
Yeah.
And I can say that pretty confidently because we only had 2 field goals in the first quarter, 2 field goals in the second quarter. I know we have it in the third quarter. (58-27). There's a drive on the right-hand side. Rock will elevate, score. Patochik was there, got a hand on it. Owen Bailey will pull down the rebound up the floor to Jacobson, and it goes off of the Cowboys' Weston Rock, and it will stay here with Southeast of Saline.
And Owen's getting in there. Owen's getting in there defensively, getting some rebounds.
Jacobson out deep. Free ball missed off to the side. He's saying he got fouled or the ball got deflected, and the official obviously did not see it if that was the case.
Yeah, you don't see Gannon miss too many of them like that.
58-27. 2:28 left to go here in the third. There's a foul away from the ball now. That's going to be whistled against Jackson Cuba. Trying to settle in there and maybe pinning his Southeast defender. And that foul gets called. Salina South tonight with a big win over Arc City. 72-45. Salina South outscored Arc City in the fourth quarter, 21-6. Impressive win there for South. There's a shot that's missed by Abilene. Rocket couldn't get the first one to go down, then got his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. That foul on Cooper Carlin is his second. Salina Central also gets a victory tonight. This is a big one. They beat Manhattan 58-56. Good win there for the Mustangs on the guys' side. Another boys final, 63 for El Saline, 32 for Minneapolis on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Just about does it for your boys finals. There's Jacobson, transition three, he gets it to go.
And if I think if you're Southeast, it doesn't look good, right? But just keep chipping away. And regardless if you win the game or not, you're building for future games.
There's another charge, this one down low on Holloway. I don't know there's much to argue about there, though, because Holloway put the ball right in the chest of Gannon Jacobson and pushed him to the ground.
Yeah. Now offensively, we have an opportunity to go and get some more points here and do it on consecutive possessions.
So Southeast with the ball, Isaiah Kerr with it. Last 90 seconds of the third quarter, 59-30. Kerr got bumped out of bounds here on a knee check as Holloway sent him flying to the baseline. Tyler Holloway will get that foul. That is his second.
And there you go. We're putting the pressure on their defense to have to move with us. We're not taking an early shot. We're not bailing them out with a shot that we could get later on. You know, we're putting the pressure on them.
Sacred Hearts boys moved to 2-0. They got a victory tonight in their action with the Chapman Irish. That starts off the Irish Classic, 75-46. So Sacred Heart goes to 2-0. We will have all the games from Chapman's District Gymnasium this week for you on SalinaPost.com. It'll be Chapman, Rossville, Bishop Ward, and Sacred Heart. Everybody opened it up in their home gyms tonight, and everybody will go to the Chapman District Gymnasium and play Friday and Saturday. We'll have all those for you on SalinaPost.com with live stream video.
And I think this is valuable time for Kane and Tiernan. These guys that maybe don't play a whole lot, I think it's his valuable time that's going to help later on down the road.
Abilene with the basketball. Into the paint. Rock got stopped. Now they're going to play it out. Keener will try a three. That's no good. Rebound taken in here by Owen Bailey. Yeah, you look at the total minutes of returners coming back on this team, it wasn't a lot. Obviously, Owen Bailey played a lot. Gannon Jacobson played a lot. Gannon with the block here. And Evans is going to get the ball back. Now he just has to get off the baseline. The ball poked out of bounds, and it will stay with Abilene. You look at somebody like Grady Gebhardt in his sophomore year, he appeared in 25 games, but how many minutes did he play? You know, you look at Isaiah Kerr. He appeared in 14 games. How many minutes did he play? There's a curl at the bucket. A shot put up. That's no good by Rock. Jacobson pulls it down. Here's a pass up the floor to Owen Bailey. He couldn't get it to go, but Isaiah Kerr comes in hustling, grabs the rebound. Out to Jacobson. Step to the left. Three-pointer. Too strong, no good. And then the rebound up high will be taken in by Tegan Funston. 19 seconds left to go.
And I think if you're going to play for flags, you're going to play defense. And I think that'll probably be a big emphasis moving forward.
Abilene trying to round out the period with a bucket here. They can't get that one to go, and Isaiah Kerr making a pass up the floor. Jacobson gets the layup, but they ran out of time, and that one will not count. We are at the end of 3. One more quarter left to go here in Abilene. Cowboys leading the Trojans 59-31 as you listen to Trojan Basketball, presented by Smart Insurance.
Hey, Santa. All I want for Christmas is a remote start with two-way communication and to be controlled by my phone app.
Your wish can come true with New Image Audio. New Image Audio does ceramic window tinting. About a new CarPlay or Android stereo for the kids. I'm heading to New Image Audio at 340 South Broadway in Salina.
Unblock or start from anywhere, but you need to start at New Image Audio. Call or text 785-309-1617.
Suit up for your next Southeast of Saline game day with Trojan gear from Copyco. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more available off the rack or customized. At Copyco, they offer all the printing and custom apparel you need at the prices and fast turnaround you've come to expect over the last 30 years as your local hometown print shop. Whether you're a diehard Trojan fan, a coach planning the next big event, or a business looking to sponsor the team, they've got everything you need to show your Southeast of Saline spirit. Copyco, more than just a copy center, a proud sponsor of Southeast of Saline.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Fourth final quarter. Thanks for listening on KINA or watching live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Presented tonight by Smart Insurance. 3 locations, one in Abilene, one in Harrington, and one on Ohio Street in Salina. Grady Gebhardt is fouled out with 3 points. Other than that, Gannon Jacobson enters the fourth quarter with 4 fouls. A couple of different Cowboys. Funston and Cuba have 3 fouls as we have 8 minutes up on the clock, and Abilene starts out with the basketball. And they will turn it over. Just 1 turnover in the third quarter for the Cowboys. Pretty impressive with the way they fly them down the floor.
Yeah, I mean, they move it and they go. And there's no hesitation. And a lot of times it's not. It's, it's still 2-on-2 down here, but they're blowing right by us.
59-31, our count. A ball now that's knocked out of bounds. It was tapped out, it looks like, by Ian Crump. It will stay here with Southeast of Saline. Things will not get easier for Southeast of Saline on Friday. They will welcome the Beloit Trojans into the Purple Palace at SES. Kochik with it. Little backdoor cut here by Owen Bailey. Bailey in traffic, but he keeps his pivot foot and he's able to score. Owen Bailey has a baker's dozen now with 13 points. 59-33. Inside, wide open Cowboy in there, and then the Southeast defense was scrambling to converge on Tegan Funston, and he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
A couple of these kids, I don't know how you ever lose them. I mean, they just score. They score at will. So.
Boy, there's no doubt. Funston's free throw rattles out. 3 different Cowboys right now in double digits as we enter this fourth quarter with Ian Crump leading the way with 16. And he just scored 10 in the third.
With ease.
The last foul on Tiernan Potocik now puts him in the 4-foul club. Tegan Funston missed the first but got the second. Jacobson with it. Drives to the left-hand elbow. Now shuffles it out to Isaiah Kerr. Over to Owen Bailey on the right wing. Bailey bounces it inside. Had Kane Sawyers looked like that was going to be a good play down there. Kane couldn't handle onto the basketball. It's going to be a turnover, the 5th for Southeast of Saline here in this half. Holloway down low. Looks like you're going to get Kerr just kind of reaching in there nonchalant. Oh, nope. They're saying Sawyers on that? Okay, foul on Sawyers, I guess.
Yeah, and I think with Sawyers offensively there, it's just kind of a case of his eyes got real big.
Here's Crump back to the rim. And he scores. Here's Bailey up top of the circle. Now to Kerr. Kerr gets in the paint. Little fade away from 14 is good. That was a pretty shot by Isaiah Kerr.
Absolutely. And it's good to see one go down for him.
6:25 left to go. Southeast hanging around here. 62-35. Here's Crump trying to three, top of the circle. You could almost assume that was going in.
Yeah. And
21.
Defensively, we were lost. We were chasing. And like I asked earlier, how do you lose a guy? You know.
Baseline official blew his whistle. He needs to ask one of his partners for help. They're going to say blocking foul on Abilene.
Number 32, Abilene with the block.
That'll give Abilene a chance to put in Levi Evans once again. Colt Becker also coming back into the game. Jackson Green, Jackson Cuba. They replaced everybody but Tegan Funston. The last three-pointer by Ian Crump put us at the 30-point margin of the clock running. But now they're doing some housekeeping.
Is there something that you're looking for in the last 5 minutes of this game to kind of maybe have some hope going back home?
I don't know. Isaiah Kerr just scored again. That's a good thing.
I mean, is there something defensively? Is there something offensively?
I'll tell you what I'm not looking for. And that's for this game to get so helter-skelter and so just kind of Keystone Cop-ish that you don't get anything out of it. Because we talked about these kids needing minutes. They need to play against good teams. Abilene, obviously a good team. You just don't want this to become so discombobulated that you don't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
You know, you want to carry something over here. You want Isaiah Kerr, when he steps on the floor Friday against Abilene, going, you know what, I can do that fadeaway getting inside the free throw line. That was a pretty good shot against Abilene that I made. You know, things like that, I think, are what you want. So you don't want this to just be out of control. I think a lot of that, too, lays in the hands of the officials.
Yeah.
Here's a nice little drive by Levi Evans. He was fouled, and he will get to shoot more free throws. He went 2 of 2 in the first quarter.
And I think with, Abilene, there may be some teams that may pull the dogs off, being up 30. But Abilene, it's been such a rivalry game the last, 4 or 5 years. There's been some epic matchups against Abilene.
Evans made the first free throw, missed the second one. Jacobson's going to go all the way down the floor. His layup will not go down. And it's going to end up in a 4-on-2 break for Abilene back the other way. And what made it look, it was not an easy layup, but it made it look easy by Tegan Funston. There's a layup by Gannon Jacobson on the other end.
That might be the first time all game we beat them down the court.
Well, the bad thing is, though, Gannon didn't get back on defense.
Yeah.
That's how that happened. There's Funston inside. His spinning shot won't go down. Jacobson has it again. Gannon steps on the accelerator, challenges 2 Cowboys, draws the foul, nothing called. Shot comes up empty. Now the ball is loose. It's picked up by Becker. Here comes Colt Becker. Down the left-hand side of the lane. He's going to score, and he is fouled. He challenged Isaiah Kerr and was able to get the basket and draw the foul. So a 3-point play opportunity coming up for Colt Becker. Foul on Isaiah Kerr is his second. Free throw is up, and Colt cannot complete the 3-point play. Cuba, though, gets the rebound. 1 shot, 2 shot, can't get it to go. Blocked from behind by Jacobson. Here comes Isaiah Kerr up the floor to Gannon. Now in the corner, here's a 3-pointer that is up, rimming off by Ben Heinrich. We're already down to 2.5 minutes left to go here in this one. Stay tuned in postgame. We'll go over final numbers for you. Also see if there's a couple of scores that we haven't touched on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, and possibly have a conversation with head coach Francis Flax. 2:18 left to go. Green up top with it. High post entry now to Becker. He's going to ball fake, turn, get in the lane. Nothing there. The ball slapped around a little bit, and Jackson Green gets the rebound. It's kind of the game in a nutshell, right?
Yep.
Abilene doesn't score on their first chance. They will get multiple opportunities. Here's Green for three. That won't go down. Owen Bailey with the rebound. Owen up top between the circles. Deals it off to Heinrich, right-hand side. Now back around to Isaiah Kerr. Sawyers for three. In and out, no good. Rebound Becker down low. And he is fouled, and we will go to the free throw line on the other end. Southeast of Salina has hit their limits. And that'll keep the clock running here.
Timeout. Abilene.
Keep it right here. I'm not sure what's going on. I think maybe Coach Taylor just called a timeout to substitute. And that will also stop the clock with 1:30 left to go. It was rolling. Colt Becker to the free throw line to shoot two. He's 0 of 1 so far in this game. 70-39.
And I'd venture to guess that our first shot defense is pretty good tonight. I mean, they missed a lot of shots, early, and even in the second half, they missed a lot of shots. We just have given them second and third opportunities to make it right.
Yep.
And I think that if you're going to pull something maybe away from this game, maybe that is where you kind of put when you're watching the film back and you're talking to the guys, it's like, listen, if we could just put a body on somebody, this game is totally different.
Bennett Altwig has checked into the game along with, Levi Evans is already in there. Wyatt Bathurst has come into the game. First free throw missed, second one made by Colt Becker. 1:26 left to go. 71-39 our score. Owen Bailey in the middle of the paint, hangs, shoots, and scores. 15 points for Owen Bailey. 72 seconds left to go. Evans gets into the paint, plays it out. There's a shot just inside of the three-point line. That's an air ball. And Southeast thought they were going to get it back, but I guess Owen Bailey lost it out of bounds over there. So Abilene will keep it. Clock continues to run down now inside of a minute. 48 seconds left to go. So an open three-pointer along the baseline. That's no good from Landon Rogers. Southeast now on a run out. Owen Bailey to the cup, and he'll spark. Owen Bailey with 6 points here in this quarter. 17 now for the game. Abilene looks like they're just going to dribble it out here. Clock down to 10. 71-43. Looks like it will be our final. Abilene goes to 2-0. Southeast of Saline falls to 0-2. When we come back on postgame, it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Center. We'll go over final scoring for you, final thoughts, also a conversation with the head coach. It's all coming up when we come back. Abilene wins it. They defend their home floor 71-43 over Southeast of Saline in the boys game here on KINA.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to find out how they can help you protect the things that matter most to you.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
Hi, this is Angela Gebhardt from the Bank of Tustin, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team,
We're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuskegee to learn more. The Bank of Tuskegee, member FDIC.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame, it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Center after a 71-43 victory for the Abilene Cowboys. Cowboys now 2-0 on the season. First over scoring for Southeast of Saline. Owen Bailey led the way with 17 points, 8 points for Isaiah Kerr, 7 points for Gannon Jacobson, 5 points for Tiernan Potacek, 3 for Grady Gebhardt, and 1 for Caden Perry. For the Abilene Cowboys, they were led tonight by Ian Crump with 21, 14 for Jackson Green, 11 for Tyler Holloway, 10 for Tegan Funston, 5 points for Weston Rock. Then off the bench, 3 for Levi Evans, 3 for Colt Becker, 2 for Thomas Keener, and 1 for Jackson Cuba. Southeast of Saline, 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Abilene, 23 out of 30. Turnovers, Southeast of Saline with 17, Abilene with 11, and our final score, Abilene wins it 71-43. Our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game tonight for Owen Bailey. He had a nice game offensively once again, 17 points for him. He had 18 in the opener, so in 2 games now, Owen Bailey has had a combined 35 points in the first 2 games, but those 2 games, Kev, are losses, and now Southeast of Saline, as I said, it will not get easier as they go home on Friday to take on a league foe, a rival, and also kind of a little interesting spice in that game after the way the football season ended with Beloit coming into Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, you know, this game and the games moving forward, we knew this was going to be a progression type season, right? We knew that we were going to be young and we were going to have to grow. My thing with like even Owens is I feel like Owen has to work so hard to get his 15 to 18 points a night. But somebody else, some of these other guys are going to have to start complimenting him because, listen, if you got one guy that's scoring that much, you're going to take him away and make somebody else beat you. So I think if we all just remember that this is progression and we just need to keep moving forward and getting better and getting better.
Yeah, and a lot of Owen's points came, I mean, he had a spurt there of 6 points, just 2 and 2 right there in the fourth quarter that put him up to 17. He was already in double digits in his defense, you know, and he's 4 of 4 from the free throw line, so that's not bad either. Hey, I appreciate you helping out tonight. Nice job, bud.
Yep.
Kevin Lilly here helping out in the Equity Bank broadcast booth as we get a chance now to talk to the head coach here at the end of this thing. It is Francis Flax coming to talk with us here in postgame. Remember, the girls won earlier and come from behind fashion 47-42. Coach, this game here, 71-43. I just kept hearing our pregame conversation, preseason conversation, and I just keep hearing you talk about rebounding. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that was wrong tonight with the performance, but that's a root of a lot of the evil, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We can't keep anybody off the glass and one of the reasons is just because we won't block out. The shot goes up, you've got 3 or 4 guys looking up to where the shot was instead of blocking out. But the other part of that is we were sloppy with the basketball. They were overplaying the passing lanes, and you know we don't know yet what a ball fake is. I don't think misdirection plays. We're not very good, but we're going to hang in there. We broke our season scoring record tonight. we went from 34 to 41. What the heck? Maybe we'll get up to 50 next game.
So that being said about defense, because there were times that Abilene would come down the floor And one of two things is going to happen when you give somebody that many opportunities. Either they're going to score or you're going to foul, right?
Yeah.
And that's what got you into all the foul trouble. But first shot defense, though, are you kind of okay with what's going on there? I mean, you got to close that possession now with rebounding, no doubt. But are you okay with what's going on to that point?
Most of the time, we're getting at least a good look.
Yeah.
But I wasn't very happy with. I'm telling the guys in practice. I mean, we do a drill. Take the ball to the basket, and you get 3 offensive fouls doing that tonight. A little questionable there, but that didn't win or lose the game for us. I can tell you that. So if our offense is okay, but we can't score early.
Yeah,
we just can't score early in the games, and we put them in the foul in the 1-on-1 or the bonus 2 right at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
We hardly get the game going, and we might as well start with 5 fouls. So we got some things we need to fix, but like I just told them, every team we play this semester is ranked in the top 10 in the state in their class. That included Heston last week, Abilene tonight, Beloit Friday night, and Hillsboro the next Thursday night. They're all ranked in the top 10. So it's not. I asked him, what do you want to do? You want to play our freshmen so we get a win?
Yeah.
So they're good guys. We don't have an emotional leader. I'm trying to get one, but I haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
All the guys are real passive.
You can make the argument that you only have 4 games before a break, and this goes for guys and girls for Southeast. Out of the 8 combined opponents, 4 girls and 4 boys, as you said it, the only one that's not ranked in the top 10 was the Abilene girls, and we saw how that went tonight. I mean, it is a tough road to hoe before the holiday break, but the only thing we can do is turn it around, try to get on Friday,
That's what we'll do.
Yep.
We'll be back. We're not going to stay home.
Right. Have a good couple of days of
Thank
practice,
you.
Coach. We'll see you Friday. Francis Flax here in the post-game, brought to you by Commercial Tire Center. 71-43 is the final score. Owen Bailey tonight, 17 points, led the way for Southeast of Saline. And this Abilene team will be interesting to see where they end up at the end of the season. I think the pieces are there. I think if they continue to get better and better and keep pushing the ball like they have been and absolutely shoot like they did tonight, that's going to be a team that we're hearing about in the postseason once again in Salina at Tony's Pizza Event Center. So that'll do it for the final here. Glad you could join us for Southeast of Saline Trojan Basketball. The Trojans will turn it around. They'll do it again from Southeast of Saline on Friday. They will welcome in the Beloit Trojans in their first NCAA contest, and then just one game after that before the holiday break. That will be on Thursday, December 19th, as Southeast of Saline will travel to Hillsboro to play the other Trojans. So a couple of Trojan mascots for Southeast of Saline to face off against to round out 2024. A split bill here in Abilene. I want to thank Kevin Lilly for helping out tonight. Also Trey Tolley on live stream video on SalinaPost.com. You can watch that anytime you want on demand. Also thanks to Shauna Smith and Francis Flax joining me here in the Equity Bank broadcast booth as the Southeast of Saline girls win it. The Abilene boys win it here as we split it up here in Abilene. We will talk to you Friday from the campus of Southeast of Saline. Pregame starts at 5:45 for a 6 o'clock girls tip-off. Southeast of Saline and Beloit, that's coming up on Friday right here on KINA.
The Trojans are